Hello everybody and a very good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome back to Crafters TV for what is going to be the final show of the day. Final show of, I say final show of the week. Well, it kind of is, isn't it? Because it's the weekend tomorrow. So it's the final show of the week. It's Friday. We're very excited to be here, and hopefully you are too. Apologies for the tardy start. Just had a few technical gremlins, but I am assured that we are up and running and ready and raring to go for what is going to be a launch day extravaganza. Not only brand new product to launch over the course of this hour, and indeed the last hour between 8 and 9, which is 3 till 4 Eastern, but we've got the final hour of Hunkydory goodies. There's not much left as far as the Hunkydory goodies are concerned. If there's anything that you want that you've seen, chances are a lot of it is gone, but check the Shop the Day page, see what's left, and if there is anything Hunkydory that you want, get it in your baskets and get it checked out, because we're down to like low double figures, single figures on the majority of items that we've got left. One thing that we do have a lot of is our brand new launch, although having said that, I know lots of these sold during Wake Up Call yesterday, Wake Up Call this morning, feels like yesterday, and loads of you have been jumping in and grabbing these, because I think actually you're loving this collection for its craftability, you're loving this collection for its simplicity, and also you're thinking to yourself, I can use this brand new collection right across my Christmas and beyond. It's the brand new Builder Bows, the Festive edition, and we're super excited to bring these to you. The lovely lady who is responsible to be bringing you bow-tastic demos and is going to be making, like, I think about 300 bows over the course of launch is the one and only Debbie McGiggles. It is the fish. How are you?
Oh, I'm really well. I've had quite a nice day today. It's just I've been plodding along and having a good old chat with people.
Oh, yeah.
So,
doing a bit of work.
Oh, of course. I mean, I've been prepping and doing all sorts of bits and pieces, but I'm excited for this show.
Yeah.
I think accessories are a really important part of crafting, because we always need an accessory to put onto something. So having that bow and being able to make it in all different shapes and sizes, and for the festive period especially, when you think of gift wrapping and card making and your tags and anything, gift bags, anything you want to put a gift into, your gift boxes, you want to add something to them, and what's better than adding a bow to them? So
absolutely right. And the great thing is about this collection, we'll see it in full in just a second, is that you've got so many different elements that you can create lots of different style bows, and for presents, for tags, for decorations, for home decor pieces, like you're showing us here. Yeah,
should we show some of these samples, because they are really beautiful. So looking at scrapbooking even, so I love the fact that we can put now all our Christmas makes into a scrapbook page, and you can see these bows on here, but also you'll notice these little floral embellishments that are around the picture. These are included in your bows as well. Box making, gift giving.
Wow.
I mean, look at that bow. That is absolutely stunning. The towels, the bows, the flowers is all in this die set. It's a really comprehensive die set, being able to allow you to make so many different shapes and sizes, which I absolutely adore. So whether it just be this small bow and your flower additions there, it's going to be beautiful. If you want to make a bigger card, putting bows on like that just look exceptional. So many different things. I mean, we've done this sort of range in quite a traditional style, but you can do them in whatever colours that you want to do them in. And then just a little show here. I want to show the little clip that's been made out of felt. So if you've got felt, that is beautiful. It's just a little hair clip which you can just pop in your hair, so for any little girls. And again, that doesn't have to be Christmassy. So a lot of these bows you can just make as standard bows if you didn't get our everyday bow set before, because we've brought out a creator bow before, but these ones have got snowflakes on them, holly leaves on them, so all sorts of different things that you can make with them. They're just a great set to have in your crafty armoury.
No, absolutely right. Lots of you already very excited about these, and let me know if you bought them during Wake Up Call as well, because I know a lot of these did sell. We have got Susie on the socials once again with Eileen Hernandez saying good afternoon everyone from a hot sunny Caribbean Puerto Rico. Not jealous at all about that, although I think it has actually brightened up a little bit outside. I haven't been outside today, but it was
I heard the rain
earlier. But then when Becky opened the door earlier on to get her taxi home, I did see like a ray of sunlight come through. So I think we had a bit of sun. I mean, nothing quite Caribbean, you know, but we'll take it.
We can pretend.
LQM says, happy Friday, everyone, from San Jose. And Kathy Kerr says, hello from Ontario, and happy Thanksgiving weekend to all my Canadian counterparts. I didn't know.
Oh,
So
it's Canadian
Thanksgiving.
Oh, well, happy Thanksgiving, yes, to all our Canadian friends.
Let us know what you're doing let us know what you're doing to celebrate Thanksgiving, and generally, like, what's everyone up to this weekend? Obviously, you're going to be tuning in to watch a bit of Crafters TV, I know that much, but what are your weekend plans? What are you doing? Who's got an exciting weekend lined up? Who's doing a bit of crafting? I want to know all the goss, please. On the socials, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, get involved. These are the dies, though, that you're going to be buying. And do you know what? I mean, well, the main reason these flew out the door earlier on is because of the craftability that you've got with these, the accessibility and the ease of use. But also, I really like the price on these too. I think hopefully it's an affordable price for most people, for a set of dies, as Debbie says, that you're going to be using time and time again. So the £24.99 or £29.95, platinum price comes down to £19.99 or $23.96. As you can see, with all the different dies that you've got so many different configurations, so many different ways to be able to actually decorate and embellish these. And, which I think is a lovely touch, is you've got your foliage, you've got your florals in here too. So you've got lots of different ways to be able to decorate those, and lots of dies actually that you can use without the bows. So you've got plenty in there. And as we were discussing earlier, Debbie, apart from this one here, these will all go through even the mini, won't they?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and the only reason that one that you're pointing at, Ben, doesn't, and we will show it in the demos, is you double that up to make a bigger bow.
Yeah.
And it just keeps the cost down. I think £25 or $30 is amazing for this comprehensive set of bows.
Yeah, and particularly it's not, you're not paying £20, $23.96 platinum for a set which you'll use once and then put away. This you will use time and time again. You'll use this each and every Christmas. So you think about how many times over the Christmas period, you know, you're putting bows on things. And like just this little setup here, for example, bows on boxes, bows on cards, bows on, you know, home decor pieces, bows, like you said earlier on, like using some of these to decorate your tree with as well.
Oh, absolutely. Tree decorations, hanging decorations. I think they're great. I mean, we see that on the candle, but what about doing them around your serviette, napkin holders? Yeah, anything like that. Adding them to your accessories on your table, adding them around your glasses, making glass bands with them as well. So many different things that we can do with these bows. They're amazing.
So we're looking at this right now. We're thinking about price, good, selection of dies, great. My next question would be, if I'm being ultra critical and thinking, you know, I want to be sold this, are they easy to work with, Debbie? That's the question.
Oh, are they easy? Of course they're easy. So first of all, there are so many on here. Your actual set you get both sides, so you can see how many we've actually jam-packed with there. There's not a piece on this acetate that hasn't got something on them, which I love. Now we're going to start really simple, and what I want to start a simple one for is I want to show you how you can just decorate anything with them. So all I'm going to do is take my outside cutting edge and then one of my what would you call them? Towels, I suppose, of your bow.
Yeah, a little tail.
What would you call them there? What was you going to say?
Tail.
Tails, it is tails.
Yeah,
I was thinking of a lapel, but that's the wrong word,
That's a lapel.
Yeah, that's a lapel. I have to say, Ben, I'm loving your waistcoat.
Oh.
I didn't notice until I looked across a little while ago that it's different patterns.
Yeah, I haven't worn this one for a while actually, because it's a bit of a heavier sort of material. But no, I've worn like a plain shirt, because last time I wore it, someone on the comments said, Ben, next time you wear the waistcoat, don't wear a patterned shirt with it because it's too many patterns going on. So that's what I did. It's one of my Joe Brown's waistcoats. If you're watching, guys at Joe Brown's,
yes,
always wearing your waistcoats.
I love Joe Brown's. I used to have a couple of dresses from Joe Brown's.
You used to get a fancy dress?
No. I used to have a couple of dresses from Joe Brown's.
Yeah.
Not fancy dress.
Well, your top is very, by the way, there are other clothing brands are available. Your top is sort of very Joe Brownsy as well.
Yes, I suppose it is. Yeah. They do have a certain sort of style, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find my holly leaf. Do you think I can see it?
Holly leaf.
No,
it's... Is it?
Where has that gone?
Is it not right on the end?
No, that's
Top
not.
left.
That's the. There should be my holly leaf, and it's not there. I must have dropped it.
Do you want it out? Do you want it out of this packet?
No, that's Okay, I've got some that I've already cut, so I'm not too worried. What I'll do is just die cut the other leaves so we can show you them as well.
Okay.
So that's all we need to do. So pop those onto there. So I'm doing this really simple. All we're doing is cutting our outside die, our little I forgot what they're called again, tails, some of the flowers and some of the leaves, and we're just going to run those through. So all of these ones you can use inside your mini and up, which is, I think, fabulous because we've all got different size die cutting machines. So it's nice to know that even if you just want to do some really quick crafting, especially with the bows, that you can run them through your manual machines. So let's take those out. And you can see straight away with this one, we've got beautiful stitch detail. So I love that we've got that. And then you've got your main bow. Now, if you wanted to use a decorative panel, all you would do, let me just take these ones out so you can see them. And just pop these to the side so I don't lose any of them, like I've already done with obviously one of them. And then if I wanted to say, so this one here comes from this one, which has got snowflakes. This doesn't have an outside cutting edge. This will cut all the detail. Can you see it's also got the stitch detail? So if I was to lay that inside this panel here and die cut it, it'll cut out all that detail. But because I just want to show my first demo showing you just how to make a simple simple bow, and the reason I wanted to show this one as well is just so if you wanted to, you can use these all year round. Because you haven't got to put that create a card element in them, which is why I just wanted to show these ones. Now what I am doing, I'm stretching the fibres of my card. I would say you can use any weight of cardstock or paper up to about 300 GSM, or with our Centura, which is a coated cardstock, so that's a little bit more. Now with these flowers, I'm bending them in half and pinching them because a true poinsettia has quite pointy petals. So I'm just bending that in half and pinching the top so it just creates that beautiful little flower. I'll pop it on there, you'll be able to see it a lot more clearer. And then what I want to do is I'm using my glue pen, because if you use your glue pen just to go around the edges, so if I just go all the way around these edges, just like so. So you can find, I'm not sure if we've got the glue pens in stock, but they're really nice for adding just extras to the edges of your card. So even though you could use these every day round, there's no harm in putting a little bit of glitter around those edges. So just like so. And then we're going to start making our bow. Now what I would definitely recommend to use is your tacky glue. Tacky glue is your strongest and will hold really well. Now when you're using tacky glue, what I always like to do, put just a little bit on because you don't want to put loads on, and ideally you want to leave that for about 30 seconds to a minute. I normally just sort of give it a waft and blow on it. Now what that will do, that will make your glue go a little bit more tackier. Now if your little nodules at the side here, when you bring them down, don't stick very well, you've probably got too much glue on. So I'm just going to take some of that glue, we're going to pop that together, and then I'm just going to hold that in place for a little bit, because you just want to make sure that that holds. Now you could use red liner tape, you could also use your tape pens, can't get my words out tonight. But I would say tacky glue to keep your bows completely in place for always. Putting a funny face there, Ben. What was that face?
No, it was, I don't know what that was. That was just a bit of a, I was sort of biting my bottom lip and I was just agreeing with you at the same time. So apologies, that's not attractive, is it?
I just looked up and I was like, what on earth is that face?
I'm sorry about that. Nobody needed to see that one, did they?
So, and again, all I'm doing is putting a little bit of our glue pen on the edges. You could use your tacky glue and your little precision bottle just to go around the edges, but if you've got our glue pens, then you can use that.
Those are still in stock as well, I believe, so, and they're very super handy, aren't they?
They're just lovely, and they just add beautiful detail. So all I'm going to do is use some, we've just got some sort of clear glitter. Just going to play, well, sort of iridescent glitter. Just place that on the ends just to make that look really pretty, and then we're going to do the same. And in fact, I can just pop this through there, make sure that's all covered, and it just gives us that little bit extra glamour. So let's take that one off, and clear up our glitter. I'll have glitter. I should have done this one last, so otherwise we're going to be glittered for the rest of the night, aren't we? But we don't mind a bit of glitter, do we?
We don't mind, especially on a Friday.
Absolutely. Friday.
Friday!
We need a song. You need a new song to Friday.
A new song for Friday?
Friday.
Friday. There's a new
Yippee
song coming.
Friday.
Eh?
Yippee Friday.
Well, don't do the next bit. Yippee Friday!
Right, so all you're going to do is pop that together. What I have forgot to do is just cut my little inner part out. So if I bring this one in, can you see? I've just put a little wrap around there, put that together, and then I've just put a bit of tape, red liner tape, on the back of mine to keep that together. And then all I've done is, now we've got this pad, we've got our winter towel and winter solstice pads on the show. So I've just used them to decorate a candle.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, these are great for gift giving, but what I would say is they're nice to have as decoration, but you don't want to light them because of your, I mean, I know that's sensible, but,
no, but
I just wanted to point that out. And also, if you wanted to give it as a gift and you want them to use the candle, just make sure that when you tape it, have a little tab that they can take it apart, and then that way they can use the actual candle.
Nice.
And then all we're going to do, I'm going to pop this on the bottom here. So we're just going to use that onto there. And then I've also done the same with the flower. So where I've done those little leaves, you can see I've got that little glitter all going around on there to create the flower. So let's use our 3D glue gel.
Chunky glue.
Chunky glue, yeah. Pop that onto the bottom, onto the top. So I'm going to use this onto the top. And then we've just got those extra little pieces of leaves that we've cut out.
Keep it down next door.
I know, they're very noisy.
There's noisy
next door,
neighbours
aren't
going
they?
on. Seriously.
So
Craig and
let's
Sarah in Studio 2, in case you heard that.
I thought they were keeping it down, and then suddenly they were very loud there. And then we've just
This makes me wonder if I'm that loud when I'm on a show with Sarah. I think probably I am.
I suppose if no one else is in the studio, you don't really notice it, do you?
No.
So let me just pop our last little leaf there, and then we've got our first little bow. Just create. If I turn that round, then you'll be able to see just how beautiful decorated that bow is with that gorgeous flower on there. There we go.
That's really, really pretty, and I just think it's such a great way to kind of put in your mind different ways to be able to use these, because of course you'll be using these with your your cards for decorating those as well, but actually you'll see over the course of this show loads of different ways to be able to use these bows. A few quick hellos, because I realise I've not said hello to too many people. Hi to Mary Reno in Maine, Kathy Jackson in Central Texas, Debbie Hawkins says hi from the UK. Ooh, whereabouts, Debbie? Zoe Carver's in from West Sussex. Lumin Genie says hello everyone from the UK. Tina Beardmore is with us from Donny in South Yorkshire. Rachel Brown says, good evening everyone from a damp and chilly Shropshire. First show I've managed to catch all day. Rhonda Fagan's in from Round Rock, Texas. So many great named places in the US, aren't there? Like Round Rock. I just think that just sounds like such a cool place. Where do you live? Round Rock. It's better than where do you live? Newton Aycliffe. Innit? You know what I mean? Round Rock, or like Black Rock. That was an episode of The A-Team one time. Remember that TV show? I used to love that. Bad Day at Black Rock. You have like Rad Day at Round Rock. Just like it. Maybe I'll come and live there one day. Mary's in from Montana. Another great sounding place. Mary Kay Knowles in from Wisconsin. And Stefan Nice says, hi from Palm Springs. Palm Springs, that's amazing. Just received the Builder Bow set yesterday. Here we go from Stefan. So easy and beautiful. Hope we will see more in the future. And Caroline Cronin says, good morning from sunny California. Yay. These are flying out the door, very busy for them. If you want to grab yours, it's 27 dies. And as you've seen, you've got so many different ways to be able to construct your own bow. So make bespoke bows for any occasion, any project. And like Debbie was saying, you don't have to necessarily always use the sort of decorative die part to cut out sort of like the Christmas elements, if you like. So you can just cut the actual dies whole and create bows for all occasions. But what we love about this is, look, how many different bows can you create with this particular collection? So many. And like we said, for your boxes, for your presents, for your cards, for your home decor, for your candles, as we've seen, for those napkin holders, amazing. For Christmas tree decorations, you can use these. There's so many different ways to be able to use them. And what I love about this is the fact that it is $24.99 or $29.95, $19.99 or $23.96 if you're platinum, and it's a set that for this price you will use all this year. You'll come back and use it again next year and the year after and the year after. It will be one of those die sets which is going to be there at the forefront of your craft room. So today for that price, I think it's an absolutely brilliant buy. Celtic Flower says they are pretty. I'm terrible at bows. Hi all. Well, the thing is, you'll be brilliant at bows when you buy these because you can't go wrong. If you're someone who struggles with bows, absolutely get this set in your life. Debbie Cantwell says this bow set was just delivered to me about an hour ago. Yay! If you have already bought it, let me know, and stay tuned, of course, because we've got loads more ideas and demos coming up. Samantha Cheney's in from Central Illinois, and hi to Kate McQueen. Kate, of course, who keeps a mini by her bed. Always remember that. We found a load of crafters who, not a load, I say a load, two. It's Kate and Michelle, who both keep minis by their bed, Debbie.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Is that just in case they can't sleep and they get up and do a bit of die cutting then?
Yeah, I think so. But it's a quite good thing to have, isn't it, you know?
Yeah. And it's quiet. I suppose it's a little bit like people would wake up and read a book beside them. You could get up and put a little light on and do a little bit of die cutting. I like that idea. Yeah. I don't get up in the night. I'm quite good. I'm very lucky and I get to sleep. But my owl's always has to get up in the night. He reads a book. I often sort of come to and he's reading his book.
Oh, so he's got his light on, has he?
Yeah, he has a book light.
Oh.
So I'm thinking, I wonder if there's a way I can attach that to my mini. He could do me a bit of die cutting in the night, couldn't he?
Absolutely. Well, he's getting into craft. He's quite interested.
I know,
he
does. He loves it,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's just an idea. Just an idea. Quick question, and I'll move on. So, just seeing a question from Rhonda who says, could you use these dies? Are they sturdy enough to use on faux leather, Debbie? Could you use faux leather with these dies?
Yes, you could. What you wouldn't probably be able to do, you could try it, is create a card piece in the inside, because you'd have to, because they're so intricate, the detail in them, they might not cut all those bits through. But if you use your metal shim, they might work. The outside cutting die, though, if you just wanted to do some leather bows, they would absolutely cut out, no problem.
Perfect. Hi to Rita, who says, my bow dies are supposed to be arriving later today. Can't wait. Fred171 says, happiest of Fridays, everyone. Fleet Walk in San Francisco and blue angles are flying.
Blue angles.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
But it sounds interesting.
Well, it sounds very interesting. I'm intrigued.
And hi to Roseanne C, who says, good afternoon from Massachusetts, to Debbie, Sir Ben, I like being called Sir Ben, social superstar Susie, and the entire team. Also hi to Terry Anderson from Ohio. Melanie says, hello all, love your shirt or dress, Debbie.
Oh, thank you. It's a top, yes. Thank you very much.
It's very bright and breezy today, she does every day. Now, this next bundle, you're not going to believe this. I had to double check it for myself just to look at the picture on the web. Luxury Christmas cardstock selection. However, it's not what you think, because you're thinking to yourself, well, this is all I'm going to get. I've seen the luxury cardstock before. Haha, that's where you're wrong, see, because I've got a few little surprises up my sleeve over here, because we are going to give you your amazing luxury cardstock in your 3 Christmas colours. And bear in mind, we obviously call these, your Christmas collection, because you'll be using them on the festive season, but you can use red, gold and green year round as well. Break into song there. Red, gold and green, red, gold and green.
Come a chameleon. We come and go. We come and go.
So you've got your red, gold and green. And in each of the bundles, you've got 30 sheets. So you'll get 10 sheets of your matte mirror cardstock, 10 sheets of your mirror cardstock, and 10 sheets of your gorgeous glitter cardstock in there as well. Great thing about this, of course, is it's 250 GSM, so you've got construction weight cardstock, and the glitter cardstock in there, of course, is non-shed, which is superb. So you're thinking, all right, getting all of that in the bundle, but you said it was different. It is different, because we're then also going to throw in to the bundle your precious golds in the Centura Metallics, 310 GSM, 36 36 sheets. Doesn't work, I don't think, does it? Precious gold, the singing in my ear. And these, actually, if you were watching last night's cart load, we had a lovely selection of glitter cardstock where the colours match up perfectly with the golds that you've got here. But a lovely selection of golds, coppers and kind of sort of yellowy golds. You've got your sort of green golds in there as well. I mean, tons and tons and tons of beautiful colours. 36 sheets there, and if you're thinking, aha, well, that's pretty decent for 33.57 or 52.67, ha! I'm not finished, because I'm also going to throw in, kapow, for free, 20 sheets of glitter cardstock. So you're getting your Christmas red and your Christmas green as well. So that is free. 20 sheets you're getting there. 36 sheets you're getting here, 90 sheets you're getting here, which is your 146 sheets. That's a great bundle, isn't it?
That's an amazing bundle, especially for Christmas.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
33.57, 52.67 is your price on that one. Do not miss out. And we've also got a selection of stamps and dies for you too, your fancy sentiments. So these, again, would be quite nice potentially to add on to little box fronts and cards, maybe with some of your bows as well. It's your fancy sentiment stamp and die collection, 15 elements in total here. And actually, in this particular collection, your Happy Holidays that you're seeing is a Crafters TV web exclusive. So you'll only find this with us here on the channel. And it's a lovely, lovely set. Once again, I love the font that you've got on this. And if you choose to just stamp this on, that's absolutely fine. But we do give you the die there as well to be able to cut like a backing layer out as well. So you've got Happy Holidays. You've got Merry Christmas. Oh, it won't be long, will it? Let It Snow.
No.
What week today? 7th of October. 24, 54... 60, 54, 79 days to go.
Oh my goodness.
7 weeks on.
How are you doing Christmas shopping wise?
How are you doing Christmas shopping wise?
Yeah, good. I even bought some more yesterday. I know, I've got quite a bit now.
Are you joking?
No.
How much have you done?
Oh, I mean, literally lots. I must have about 30 presents.
You're joking me?
No.
What, for family members? And
Yeah, family
friends?
members. So I've got a little bit mental this year for my Charlie. So because they're coming over from Mexico.
Oh, lush.
So it's the first Christmas I spent with him. So he's 4 years old now. So and I just keep buying Spider-Man stuff because he loves Spider-Man apparently.
And he's at that age where they totally get it.
Yeah.
And the magic's there.
I bought him a talking Spider-Man. Like, I'm so excited for him to have it.
What, like a doll?
Yeah, it's got like quite a big head. It's like a plushie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
What
I
kind
only
of things
pressed
did
it
you
once
say?
and then I don't like to wear out the batteries.
When George was...
I don't really watch superhero films, so I wouldn't know. What
He'd
they
say like, hi, I'm your friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man. My spider sense is tingling. When George was there, well, he was into Spider-Man as well. And like you, I used to just nick all of his toys. He had this really cool Spider-Man. It was a sort of an action figure about yay high. And then he had the web, so you'd press his back and the web would like fire out of his arm and it had little suckers on it.
Oh,
so you could like
that's
attach
really
to his
cool.
wall and then you press the other one and it would retract back in there and fire out the other one.
So when my son was little, I bought him a similar thing that he pressed a button and it was attached to a silly string can.
Yeah.
So the silly string would just shoot out.
That is so much fun.
That was really cool, yeah.
They still do those.
I've never seen it.
I'd love to have.
It was really
Can you
good.
imagine? I could just stand on the side of the
Yeah,
studio.
we used to get covered. We'd suddenly be like, oh, Jordan.
Also in this collection, so I came back to it, you've got Jingle All the Way. I was just looking for the Turbo Man doll. You've got And Believe in the Magic of Christmas. I finished slightly delirious this evening, I've got to tell you. $22.37 is your platinum price there, or $28.64. Hi to Alicia, who says, good afternoon and greetings from Arkansas. Bren W747 says, hi, Brenda from Erie, Pennsylvania. this is what, like, can we just chat about this as well in the show? Let me know where you're watching from, or let me know like some cool place names where you are, because I'm of the opinion that there are cooler place names in the US than there are here in the UK. So please definitely send in names of cool names where you live or places near you. Marina says the Blue Angels are an amazing group of performing pilots, Ben. I see. And Mary Rena says, ooh, that glitter cardstock is fabulous for the bows. Abso-blooming-lutely. Right, let's get back to those bows. Your brand new launch. What are you going to be showing us?
Yeah, so let's do a couple of different ones. Now also, I'm going to be using patterned cardstock, which is more paper, more our sort of paper pad. Now, the paper pad we don't have in stock anymore, but it is some old scraps that I had in my scrap box. And it's from the Santa's Christmas that we had last year, which is double-sided. But I want to use this one because I want this on the inside. This is our pattern one, so it's got a sort of dotty design on one side. And I'm going to cut through both of these because it is more paper than cardstock. So I'm going to cut these out first, then cut a smaller one, and then I've just got my little tabs, this one. And we're just going to send those through. Now, what I would definitely recommend, Ben, is have a play with these dies when you get in. My plates seem a little bit, I'm just going to turn these over. There we go. That's better. Yeah, have a play and just see all the different configurations that you can make with them, because there are so many that you can do, and it's nice just to have them all out in front of you and then just have a good old play with them. And if you just did it out of white cardstock, then you could just colour them with your ink pads if you wanted to. Right, so we've got all our pieces here. So I've got that one for our towels. We're going to then cut out. Now I want to keep this one because I want this as my base. And then I want to create this one using that creator card. So let's just move all our pieces to the side. And then I'm going to bring in that beautiful, so this one has that gorgeous snowflake design and the stitched edge as well. So we're going to pop this onto here, and then I'm just going to use some tape to hold that down. So just pop that there. We're going to pop that right in the centre. So let's just have it right into there. That's going to cut all that lovely detail out, and I'm just going to pop that through the centre to hold that in place, and then we can just run that one through.
Does anyone else think that little die looks like the little goggles that you wear when you go on the sunbed?
Yes. When you go swimming, or if you're an aviator.
If you're an aviator.
Don't they wear goggles like that, aviator goggles?
What, like Biggles, you mean?
Yeah, like the big, like tubular things, aren't they? I know. It's bad. They don't wear them, do they, anymore? But that is like.
Who doesn't wear them anymore?
The aviators.
I don't know. do, 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 do. Oh dear.
Right, so all I'm doing with this one is just stretching that a little, or stretching the fibres just by using, sort of curling it round. But I also want to mat and layer this, so you can just use this on your own, but because we can use that outside die, what I want to do is put that onto there as well.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it so this just has a white core, so when you put these two together you just see those white snowflakes in there, which is really effective.
Yeah.
But then when you curl them round, you've got that sort of dotty design underneath, so it just adds interest to it all the time. And then all I'm going to do, let's use my scrap bit of card here. I must have another scrap piece of card that I can use. Let's use this one. And we're just going to use our dotty tape pen. Are we still out of stock on the dotty tape pen?
I think we are, yeah.
Oh dear. So apologies, but if you don't have the dotty tape pen, you could use our adhesive sheets. These will also fit through our 1.5 inch Xyron machine, so I'm pretty sure we've still got some of those in stock.
The Xyrons?
Yes.
Yeah, we do have, yeah, we've got one of them available. What size did you just say?
1.5 inch. We do a 3 inch and 1.5.
I'm sure it's the 3 inch that's available.
Oh, okay, well that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Now, because they fit, you can see that fits absolutely perfectly on there. So once I've got that down, I always like to sort of turn it over and then just really burnish that down. And then that will burnish all those dots into that design, and then that won't come apart at all. So it's nice and strong. And then once we've done that again, I'm curling this again. So I did it first time because we're stretching those fibres, and then I'm doing it for the second time. And that then means that my card won't crack. I'll still get that beautiful design inside there.
Yeah.
So then all we're going to do is, again, using our tacky glue. So I'm going to pop that onto here.
Good question from Alexia, who says, if I've got the regular bow set, can you mix and match between the two of the sets?
Oh, good question. I think you might be able to.
Okay.
Yes, possibly. I haven't tried it, but yes, I would say that's quite possible, yes. So I'm just going to pop those two pieces there right into the centre, and then just hold that just for a few seconds, just to make sure that that's going to grab. Now, in the meantime, we've got another little bow here. I'll tell you what another good thing would be, and I see earlier Becky left some of her little clips.
Yes.
They would be great to hold in place while that's drying.
So just a quilting clip?
Just a quilting clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that would be handy to keep in place while it's drying. You don't really need them if you're using that tacky glue, but I thought it was a nice little thing to have.
Just whilst you're shaping, thank you for everyone sending in names of cool places that they live or near where they live. Motu says, I live in Philly, but my neighbourhood name is East Passyunk, which we pronounce Passyunk, with the syllables kind of squished together. Passyunk. Angela Krause says, I grew up in a town called Battleground.
Oh, wow.
And I lived on Warrior Drive.
Wow.
That is showbiz, isn't it?
Wow, Warrior Drive in
Battleground.
Battleground.
And my
Wow.
favourite one so far, LQM, says there is a town about 2 hours from San Jose, California called Rough and Ready. How rich is that? When I'm finished here in the UK, I'm moving to Rough and Ready in California.
I've done this the wrong way, but never mind, you'll see the two different ones. And I mean the wrong way because I've got the dots on the inside, and all my other bows have got the dots on the outside, but not to worry because I have got them already. So all you're going to do with this middle section, I'm going to pop that just in the centre, and then we're going to just turn that round and then turn the other one in as well. So that creates your little wrap for your bow. And then again, just taking your tacky glue, pop in a little dot inside, and then that one over. There we go, and then just press those both together.
Tacky glue on a buy two, get one free on the show.
Wow, that's good, very good.
Annelle says there's a city in, is it TN, Tennessee, called Christmasville.
Christmasville, oh my goodness, I want to live there.
And then
Christmasville.
I think probably on the par with that, Shannon H says in Indiana, there is a city called Santa Claus.
That's amazing.
I mean, how Christmassy does it get in Christmasville and Santa Claus at Christmas? I mean, seriously, yeah.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Christmasville. Oh, yeah. It's like living at Whoville, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. What's that from?
The Grinch.
The Grinch. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Have you started watching Christmas movies yet?
Not yet, no, not yet. But my first film that I love to watch is Elf.
The first one you watch is
Elf?
Elf?
Probably my favourite film. I love Elf. Yeah.
See, I never watched that until about 3 years ago. For the first
me neither.
time.
And then
serious?
and then I absolutely loved it. Like, I just absolutely love Elf.
Yeah. I think my favourites...
You're not the real Santa Claus!
I think the Home Alone movies I love. And Jingle All the Way, obviously, for me, is one of the first ones that I put on. I was just looking for the Trouble Man doll. Come on.
But the one I normally watch every year, my first one I watch is either Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation.
Is that the one when he gets the massive tree?
Yes.
Yeah. So I only watched that for the first time last year.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! See, I've been watching that one for years. We used to always watch that when we were putting the tree out, when we were dressing the tree.
Yeah.
And the other one is our most watched film at Christmas is Home Alone.
Oh, gotta be.
Yeah.
And two's better than one.
And it makes me roar every time when it gets to the bit where they all start, when he burns his head and
don't you just want to fast forward to those bits though?
Yeah.
Like, I'll just watch this like 3 times over.
And it's the big spider bit in his face, like,
My favourite bit, I think it's in number 1, is when he's attached the electric cable to the tap and he turns it on and then he's going like that and his hair stands up and then he's like a skeleton, isn't he? And he's screaming so high.
When he treads on that now going up the stairs.
Yeah.
When the tins of paints come down. very funny.
Yeah, so good. And then the
Mum,
second
what
one, he
you
does it
doing?
again, doesn't he? And they pretend to run up the stairs, and they're like, standing there going, "Oh, it hit me in the nose. Oh, you got me again." And then he gets him again. He gets him again with the last one. So good.
Just a brilliant film.
Ah, dear.
Very, very good.
Might have to go back and watch a
Right.
Christmas movie later.
Yeah, makes you want to go home and watch a Christmas movie. Right, so I've just put one of our sentiments on there, and then we're going to create our bow. So I'm going to use this piece for our bottom. So let's just put some glue onto there, and then we're going to put that across the bottom piece. And then we've got then our bow to go in the middle.
So pretty.
So pop that on. Yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of a contemporary one. We always seem to sort of do the traditional ones. So I thought it'd be nice to have a contemporary one. And then what I want to do, so I've done this bow the different way round, but all my other bows, they look a little bit like Minnie Mouse's bows actually.
Oh yeah.
So I've done them the other way round where the pink's in the centre. So I've done 4 of these, just the smaller bows, and we're going to pop these around the side of our box. I've already made my little box here. So let's pop the lid on. So we've got that little box. And then I'm just going to add these around the edges. So let's just pop our piece of glue. So all the way around, just holding them down. And then that one. Oh, I nearly forgot about Natalie. I have to be honest. I just heard Jamie say, oh, we'll bring Natalie in soon. And I was like, oh my goodness, I was getting carried away with my bow making that I forgot about poor Natalie. So let's just do our other 2. And in fact, let's put both blobs of glue on there.
Lots of chat about Christmas movies coming through, and also funny place names still as well. Annie L says, my husband is actually from a place called Ducktown. Ducktown, woo! The city motto was amazing. Oh, hello. The city motto was amazing. On the sign, it said, a quacking good place.
Oh, that's amazing.
Loveland, Colorado, says Rhonda. People send cards and such to the post office there so they can be postmarked Loveland.
Oh,
Such a nice place, isn't it?
that is very
Loveland.
cute. And talking of cute, I finished my box. So we've got that beautiful bows all the way round, but look how pretty that looks. So really gorgeous. There we go.
Fan, blooming, tastic. D. Shard says, I'm loving this bow die set. I think it will fall in my basket. Get it? It's fallen in a lot of people's baskets today, actually. Kate says, there's a great place called Fiddletown in the Sierra foothills in California. Every year they hold a festival with lots of fiddling. Fiddling in the sense of playing music on a fiddle. Of course, another name for a violin. There's actually, it reminds me, there's a place, I think it's in Dorset, called Puddletown, isn't there, here in the UK? You've got some really great names there. You've got Puddletown, and then also just up the road from there, you've got Piddle Hinton. And then you've got Piddle Trenthide as well, like lots of piddling and puddling in Dorset. The one which always makes me laugh as well, I mean, there's tons of like rude place names here in the UK. I mean, I could probably say them because they're the names of places, but then I might end up offending some people because you actually have to say a swear word to say them. But they're place names.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's loads of them. There's loads of them. Like I don't know if I can say it. There's some really good ones. Well, that's all right. There's a place in the UK called Sandy Balls.
Something you don't want. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, of course, beach balls. And yeah, there's
Yeah, because
some...
they get in your bag.
What?
Because you deflate them and all the sand then gets in your bag. When
What,
you
deflate your balls?
beach balls, but you deflate your beach balls.
There's a city between Round Rock and Austin called Pflugerville. Austin's slogan is "Keep Austin Weird." Pflugerville is caught between a rock and a weird place. These are brilliant. Please keep them coming in. And maybe I'll tell you a few of the weird place names here in the UK a little bit later on. Maybe when it gets after 8 o'clock. Rita just said, what little girl would not want a little something in that beautiful box? And Mary Arena says, lovely box, Debbie. The pink and green together is so pretty.
Yes.
And again, the great thing about this collection is you've got so much choice as to how your bow looks for you, basically. You know, loads of different designs. And again, you know, if you want to go 2D, you can. If you want to go 3D, you can. If you want to go completely over the top, you can. If you want to strip it back just a bit, you can. If you just want to have, you know, bows without all of the decoration, you can. If you want to die cut all of the intricacy in, you can. If you want to add florals in, you can do. If you want to pop in, you know, foliage, you can do as well. I mean, seriously, there's just so much craftability. And as you can see over here, I mean, again, think about your cards, think about your presents, think about your home decor pieces, think about Christmas tree decorations, think about napkin holders. £19.99 for a most versatile of sets. £23.96 is the deal. For Holidays Designs. Jennifer, hello, says, good afternoon from sunny Florida. Debbie is giggling. Ben is turning red. It seems like turned in at the right moment. She said sandy balls, and you said you don't want...
You said it.
No, I said sandy balls, and then you said you don't want sand on your balls. And talking of balls, Zoe Carver lives near Balls Cross. On that bombshell, let's have a look at...
no balls, all bows.
No balls, all bows. No balls, no balls, all bows. And these are kind of like, it's like the concept suite, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I love showing these because we have so many different configurations of these bows and they look really beautiful. So I'm going to whiz through them because Natalie's just entering the studio, so she's going to be with us in a bit. But I love the fact that you can use so many different bows. The dimension that you get from these is incredible. But look at this. I mean, having little boxes, loads of people at Christmas buy little pieces of jewellery, which are lovely. And actually, even keeping like your baby's first tooth in there, a lock of hair, things like that, adding that bow to them just looks beautiful. And actually, this intricate design on here is not Christmassy, so you could use that all year round. Same as this one as well. So just created with all different effects. There's that snowflake one that we've just bought, which is just amazing. And then using those towels on both sides here look really beautiful. Just so many different effects, and I absolutely love them. Doesn't matter what size box you've got a bow to put on each one of them. They're so incredible. And if you just want a simple bow just to die cut out and stick on, we've got one of those in the pack as well for you. So they're amazing.
Amazing. Really, really popular for that collection, and we'll come back with the second half of weird place names and amazing festive builder bows when launch day returns in around about an hour's time. In between times, it's going to be fastest fingers first to get your hands on what we have left of our Hunkydory collections. It ain't much, folks, but we're going to come back with the lovely Natalie from Hunkydory in just a few moments' time. So in the meantime, if you've got items in your basket, go check them out.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We get
to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hey everybody, I'm just working hard in between shows, working hard in between breaks. I'm just telling all of our Facebook viewers on my page, not on my page, I'm telling all of our Facebook viewers, comma, on my page, comma, to not be fishing around Facebook to try and find the show. Thanks, Tracy. Because we can't get on Facebook. We're on YouTube, so I've just done a little live just to say head over. So I was just finishing it off. So apologies that I'm on my phone. Save. Okay, there we go. Back with you, back in the room. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. We are here for the final hour of our Hunkydory show. Not the final hour of the day, because we'll have another hour with Debbie on launch day coming up in, well, an hour's time. What a day it has been as well. It has been one of the busiest days that I can remember, actually, when we've invited one of our crafty friends to come in and bring their products. You guys have decimated stock left, right and centre, but we have just a few deals left to bring to you over the course of this next hour. As you will probably see by going on the website, a lot of the items have gone. If you see something that you want on this show, do me a favour, get it in your basket, get it checked out. Natalie is with us from Hunkydory. What a day it's been, right?
It's been busy. It's been so much fun, though.
Yeah.
I can't believe, well, we don't really have much left.
No.
But I just can't believe how fast it's been, like, just gone.
A lot of the main collections, like the cardstock bundles, the paper bundles have gone. However, we do still have a small amount of stamps available. Do still have a small amount of the dies available for you, and we've got lots of other little bits and pieces that you can still get your hands on, like gilding flakes, like the misters as well. So there are still items, but if you see something that you want, go for it quickly, because it is going to disappear, is all I will say. So let us kick off this show with the stamps. And again, these proved uber popular. We didn't really focus on these much in the first show, but then you did a fantastic demo, which loads of people loved, with the cosmic cat. And then all of these started flying out the door as well. So just talk about these, Natalie, because they're really, really beautiful designs that also allow you to incorporate kind of lots of your accessories, don't they?
Yes, they do. So these are our Celestial Dream stamps, which have a real sort of outer world space feel to it. But the way that they've been designed, and you'll see it on the stamp there, is that you can see lots of little circles within the designs. Now, these have been sized to fit perfectly with our gemstones. So any of our gemstones that you have will fit perfectly. I'm sure any third-party gemstones will also work amazingly with these as well. But it just gives you a real out-of-this-world, amazing finish to your stamps. And they are just stunningly designed, and I think they're just amazing, and the sentiments that work with them as well, they're so uplifting. So together they make the most extraordinary cards.
Yeah, they do. Reach for the stars, and you've also got follow your dreams.
They know the way.
I love
Be
it.
the star you were born to be. That's the one you need in your life. And then the other one is wisdom begins with wonder.
Wow, I mean, they are truly uplifting, beautiful designs. I love this one as well because you've got, this is the Stellar Owl, and it's got that sort of like dream catcher effect to it, this one, hasn't it?
Yes, it does, doesn't it? With all of the really sort of beautiful drops. And these are so detailed, these stamps as well. When you get them home, you realise just how much detail there is in them with the tiny little dots and dashes running throughout all of the artwork. It's quite incredible.
And then to finish off the set, you've got your spectacular butterflies here. These are actually called your lunar butterflies. But once again, you can see that you've got so much scope to create with these, whether you're going to use some of your, gems, glitter, maybe gilding flakes, some of your spray misters as well. I mean, there's loads of different things that you can do with these. They've proved very popular. So again, if you want to grab them, get on them sooner rather than later. £12.80 is all you'll pay for these, or $18.56 if you are a platinum member. So 30% saving for everybody, less another 20% if you're platinum. Last chance soon as well on this show to get any questions in. If you want to ask Natalie anything, you want to know particularly about the products we've got left or anything about Hunkydory, fire in those questions and we'll make it nice and interactive. So we saw Cosmic Cat earlier.
We did. We're going to work with the owl next.
Oh, nice.
We're going to work with the owl, and we're going to use some of our Prism Glimmer Mist again. Now, we're going to use them differently this time. So I'm actually going to take the Glimmer Mist, just mix them up a little bit, so we've got a lot of that colour coming through, and then I'm going to spritz them into these nice little channels that we've got on our mat. So just added them into here. And this is great because now this allows you to use these as paints. So we can get our paintbrush and sort of create a really nice background for these. And I want to go with sort of a really nice sort of sky scene.
Nice.
So we'll start off with our yellow.
So sorry, I missed that. I was grabbing some. So you just literally sprayed the Glimmer Mist straight
Just
into
spraying
the palette?
them into these little sections that we've got on our amazing mat.
Yeah.
And then you can just paint them. You can do this with lots of different mediums as well, not just these sprays. And if you feel like you're going low on your colour, we'll just add in some more. It's absolutely incredible and a great way to use these differently to maybe how you would think you're going to use these when you get them home. So just add in that colour in until it's reaching the end, and then we're just going to bring it down to create a lovely ombre.
Yeah.
And then with our third colour, and I'm just switching my brush each time,
Yeah.
just so those colours don't go quite muddy in here. So we're just going to add that blue on now.
Do you naturally like quite getting inky with your crafts? You're a
I
messy
do,
crafter?
you know. I think this is my favourite type of crafting.
Yeah.
Just because you can be so much more experimental with what you actually make. It's kind of like you're the designer. You can finish this project off. So let's just add a bit more purple into this just to create some more depth into that card, and then we're going to leave that to dry. While we leave that to dry, we're going to bring in some acetate. Now, I'm not sure whether we have any of this one available. This is the Starfall acetate. So it's a great one to mix with this because this is foiled, so I'm just feeling around because you can kind of feel the indents on it, and I want to stamp on the reverse of this. So let's just pop this down. I am going to add my magnets, but then what I'm also going to do, because I do not want this to move, is add some tape, because we are going to stamp our image onto here. So let's get some of our really thick tape, and I'm just going to make sure that from the top and the bottom there's no way this is going to budge out of place. I mean, it probably will do, but we're going to try our very best. And then let's stick our stamp over here. I might need to move my magnets just a little bit. And then I'm going to pop that in the center of this section, and I'm going to use some Stays On ink. Now this ink is perfect for if you're wanting to stamp onto acetate or parchment or anything that Or adorable scorable as well. You know that coated finish adorable scorable? Then you can use your Stays On ink with this. So again, we're going to add as much as possible here because we want...
designers do you have, sorry, like who design all these stamps? Because these are, I mean, these are really incredible designs.
So our stamps and dies are designed by a team of two. So Stacey and Jen design our stamps in the office, and they are just absolutely incredible at thinking up new concepts and how we can put all of our crafty stash together.
And do they get given like a brief, or do they just sort of sit together and go, well, we're going to create?
Well, they have a list of ideas which they kind of like come up with.
Yeah.
And then they take to Anne-Marie. And Anne-Marie sort of gives her thoughts and feels on them.
Yeah.
And then they'll go back and they'll come back with sort of like a finished idea.
Yeah.
And then we'll work on the styles and stuff. So that's how this one came about. But I think it's just phenomenal. So let's
really different.
Lift this up now. And I'm really hoping it does it in one. So then we don't have to add any more ink. And it's done quite a good job actually. It's just missed some element of that bird there. Because it stays on, let's just see how well we can marry that up. We'll try it.
Nothing like trying something out on live TV.
I know, right?
I like it.
I'm always for testing the boundaries.
Why not? Why not?
And that's the beauty of a stamping press, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you do go wrong, you can go back in and you can add in more stamps. So there we go, we've got more detail on that now. So let's take this off here and we're going to bring in our background now. So I've got one that I've allowed to dry overnight, so it's nice and clean. And we've cut that down to 5 by 7. Now I'm just going to bring in my craft mat to be able to do the rest of this.
Yeah.
So let me get my stamping press because we're also going to stamp our sentiment on the background of here. And I think we're going to go with Wisdom Begins with Wonder. So let's take this and I want some VersaFine.
Yeah, this is my favourite sort of type of crafting to watch, and I've done a little bit like this where you're just literally creating like a...
Yeah, you've literally got tools and you're creating a finished product.
Yeah.
It's
But the creating like a watercolour background, or like you've done there, just creating some ombres, brushing in the different colours, stamping on a design. I mean, you don't need to spend ages to create like a real wow.
You really don't, do you? So we've got one here that we've allowed to dry a little bit longer as well. And what I've done is I've cut this to 7 by 7 and then I've scored it at 1/4 inch increments. Now we're going to fold this and create like a little wrap for our to go over our background.
As the Friday geese just going past the studio. You heard that?
And then because we're using acetate, we're going to go in with our red tape because it's just thicker. We know it's going to hold. So we'll just pop that onto there. And then I can lift this off. And we can add this to our panel now. So just lining that up to these score lines. And you want to make sure it's nice and neatly in there. And then we'll press that down and then exactly the same on the reverse. Oops. So this now, when we've got this on top, gives you a really nice effect. And we can still go ahead and add our gemstones. So let's do that. We're going to pop this onto the back of pop this onto a card blank. And then we've got our gilding flakes as well, which we can also add to really show this off. So popping this onto our 5 by 7 card blank, and that will fit perfectly on there. And then we'll bring in some gemstones. Now these gemstones are from our midnight selection, our shimmers. And I need, there we go, my little spatula. Now the way I'm going to pop these on the design now is to match up with that really nice background that we created. So we can just pop these onto your acetate and they will stick on your acetate. They absolutely will stay on there. We've got some more smaller elements in here, which are going to fit on those tiny little sections. So
Kathy's just learnt that you can stamp on acetate. She didn't know that.
you absolutely can. You need the right inks and things. StazOn is the ink that you need, but you absolutely can stamp on acetate, and what an amazing look you get with that. So we're just going in with our purples now, working up through here, lining them up really nicely with our patterns that we've got created on here for us.
Yeah.
Going in with different sizes as well, making it look really, really different, because we can absolutely do that with these gemstones. So another purple one, and then let's move on to our blues. So I'll go in with the turquoisey blue first, and then we'll finish off with that deep blue that we've got on here. So 2 more on that side. They're just so fun to work together and make. You can make really, really different cards here with these. Here we go, the darker colour. So 1 on there, another on there, and then 2 more tiny ones, and we will, I think we're going to be done. Should we go an extra level of crazy with this?
Well, I'm up for
Should
it.
we
It's
try
Friday
it?
night. Let's go crazy.
Okay, so I'm going to add some double-sided tape on here. Now I've just sort of torn this tape. Let me get some more pieces. I'm just going to tear it so it kind of creates like a little corner edge on here. And we'll repeat the same up in this top corner. Let me save those bits before we take this off. And we're going to add some of our gilding flakes onto this now to give it a real sort of rustic look to these edges. So doing this with sort of like ripped tape is going to give you a really loose effect when we add our gilding flakes onto here. So we'll pop those pieces to one side and then lift up these elements. Oh,
Milton just said my wife's nickname is Hoot. This would be a great Halloween treat.
it would be a really good one for Halloween. I think these stamps work for Halloween, you know.
I think they'd be all right.
They're very, very, they have that sort of feel, don't they?
I can't, like the butterfly one's got a bit, almost like a bit of a sort of a gothic-y feel, and then you've got like, I'm thinking sort of like this one's got a...
And depending on how you colour them in, depends on how the finished article looks, really, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So then a little bit of gilding.
I mean, the black cat you've got, the cosmic cat would work for Halloween, absolutely right.
I'm just going to add this onto the edges here. So 1 in that top corner, and this stuff goes, it goes everywhere, so be really careful. Don't do it in a well air-conditioned room, because it will live on your animals, pets, furniture for a really long time. So be careful how you're using it, but also move it into a bigger tub, because sometimes that helps with being able to store it all in here. But you get so much in these little pots. It feels really light. I think it's 6 grams in total of gilding flakes, and you've got them in 3 different colourways. So this one works perfectly with our gold, but if you wanted to jazz it up and you wanted to change more, you absolutely could do. But just another way of using these stamps and doing something completely different and stamping on acetate.
Yeah, very, very clever. Rita just says, I like the tool that Natalie's using as well. Have a look on the website for that. We may still have that. I know there were occasions that you brought that tool in previously. But if you type in Hunkydory on the website, in the search bar, you'll find lots of other Hunkydory items that we haven't got on this show, but are still available in stock. If you want to see what we've got left from this show, the best thing to do is to go to the Shop the Day page, where you will see everything that we have got left. If you want to go for the stamps, it's the Celestial Dreams bundle. 9 stamps in total. You're getting Cosmic Cat. You're also going to get your Stellar Owl, and you've got those beautiful lunar butterflies as well. And Now, as we've seen there, you can create some really stunning images with these. Really creative, that last card as well, just creating that background, using some acetate, using elements of the adhesives and the gilding flakes to create a really, really beautiful finished project. £12.80 for those. Not a lot left in stock on them. £18.56 is the platinum price on those. Again, I think we're down to like low double figures on these. If you want to get them literally low double figures, not many of those available. We've also got the gilding flakes on the show for you as well. I know a lot of you guys love the gilding flakes. The Prism gilding flakes bundle gives you the 3 different colours there. I always kind of feel like I'm going to go into the crystal maze when I see gilding flakes. Start the fans, please. But you're going to get the rose gold, you've got your gold and your silver gilding flakes in there as well. And as you will see with previous collections and previous gilding flakes that you've seen here on the channel, a little goes a long way. Always nice, I think, to be able to have something bigger to dispense these into. We always chat about that a lot, like gilding flakes, isn't it? Like takeaway tubs.
Are really, really great. So I keep a lot of my gemstones in there, but because you've got a lot of space, something like this that you can pop your tools in, because your gilding flakes in, sorry, because 1, you can close it, but 2, you've got more space. So like I was doing then, it got quite messy. You could actually do it into the tub so that you're not making as much mess. So that's a really good thing to, if you have like a little tub, just sort of like decanter them into there.
Yeah, $7.99 or $11.59. We've got Starfall and also Snowfall acetate on the show for you as well. So if you want to grab that and add that into your basket, that is still available for you. Details coming up on the screen for that. This is the Starfall, so that is $7.19 or $10.43 for 16 sheets of the Starfall acetate. And we've also got the Snowfall for you as well. That is still available. You've got 24 sheets of your Snowfall on the website as well. All of this on the Shop the Day page. $10.79 or $15.65 is the deal on that one. We're going to have a look at a demo now with Natalie, who is going to look at the dies.
Working with, this time, our Joyful Jasmine. So this one is a beautiful one, and it kind of arches around the centre of your card. So we're going to show you how you can be quite versatile with this one next and use your other dies as well. So I've got my die, and I'm just going to make sure that it is equal on these sides here. So let me just pop that into place where I want it to be.
Is that Joyful Jasmine?
It is the Joyful Jasmine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add that, pop that into our plates, and we're going to run this through our die cutting machine. And we're actually going to use this as our card blank as well. So you want to be quite careful to make sure that it's neat in your folder so you're not sort of catching any unnecessary pieces. So let's just pause that and we'll run it back through.
Okay.
Just to make sure that it's cut. And then we'll use our tool at the ready to pop all of those pieces out.
Oh yeah, I must look for that actually, see if it is available. A lot of people have been chatting about it.
It is a great tool.
So it's a die
if
brush
it's
tool.
not, we should definitely get it added on. Spatula. It's a 3-in-1 die brush, yeah. So you've got the tool, you've got the spatula, and you've got the pokey tool. Great for lifting off your tapes though. Even if you're not, it's something that I genuinely probably use more without my dies than I do with my dies. So just getting all of those pieces out.
It is available.
It is.
Yeah, it's on the website. £11.99. And the little trimmer that you've been using as well over the show, that's also available.
So let's just get these finer detailed pieces.
And the mat that you're using as well is also available. It's all there.
You could get it all.
You can get it all. Those items you will have to search for individually though. And also, let's just say a very warm welcome back to our Facebook viewers. We are now apparently back live on, live on Facebook. So apologies if you have joined us just now, been wondering where we are. We've had a few gremlins, but I did post a little video to say come and see us on YouTube. But we're now on both channels, so it's all good. I can see the numbers growing. If you have just joined us, we are here with Natalie from Hunkydory. Final sort of 40 minutes or so. To get your hands on the Hunkydory products that we have left from today, because you guys have bought pretty much everything. And then following this 40 minutes, we've got our final hour with Debbie. Launch day of this brand new Festive bows.
So I've tidied out all of my pieces now and cut and removed anything that I didn't want. And now I'm just going to slide into this space my arched nesting die. Now I'm trying to make sure that this side here is equal to the side there so that my arch sits nice and central in this card. So just making sure that's straight on the bottom as well. Pop in a little bit more tape and then we're going to run that back through. And this is going to allow you to create an aperture with this card now.
Yeah.
With this die, sorry, into your card. So we'll run that through. That'll just take one pass because we do have that super, super speedy Gemini. And now we can do something a little bit different with this one because we're going to bring in some of our water-based pens to colour this in actually.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to create something really quite special with this, and I think the best thing about using inks and colours as well, it allows you to sort of make something completely different. So let's go straight in with our pinks, and I'm just going to use this sort of like against my mat. And these are water-based, so you're easily going to be able to sort of tidy any of the colour that gets onto your mat. It's just going to wipe away with a baby wipe. It's not going to be an issue at all. The best thing about pens like this as well is that they are, if you want more of a watercolour wash effect, we can absolutely do that too. So I'm just going to go in with a few, just going to do a couple of these flowers, and then we do have one. Yeah. Which is coloured in that we can just...
Do you do a lot of colouring when you're crafting?
Yeah, I love paper crafting. I love using the kits. They're so easy to use, but I think for me, I love being able to transform something. So like you said before with the stamps, being able to think outside the box and use them differently, and colouring in is something I absolutely love doing. It's such a therapeutic thing to do.
Yeah.
You can kind of really get lost in colouring sometimes. So adding my sort of first layer of colour onto here, and then I'm going to go in with a deeper pink colour just to add hints of shading and depth into these flowers, and that's something that is great to do with these because you can go in with the deeper pen and then you can go back over with that lighter colour, and it just seamlessly blends those two together. So we don't have to add anything else in here. We've just got these beautiful detailed colours. So I'm going to go over these flowers as well. Just add that touch of colour. And then I've kind of finished off my colouring with another piece. And you can see now how much this has transformed by just adding in those other bits. I'm just going to finish off her wings and add sort of like a deeper purple. If you were quite particular about not making a mess with your colouring as well though, with these pens we have a fine liner end, so if you wanted to do details or really get into certain parts and add in a lot of detailed colouring, then we can do that as well. So what we're going to do next is we're just going to add a little bit of colour to the outside. I'm going to do that with a little bit of pink. So let's just add just touches of this colour around the outside. Now this is a really, really light pink, so it's kind of almost going to just dust this edges. We're not going too in depth here with this colour. We just want to add that hint of pink around the outside of our card.
Already looking beautiful, says Mary Garcia.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Love it, Natalie, says Mary. Beautiful card, says Natalie. And just a question as well. Again, it's not on the show. There's so many questions about the scoreboard and the mat. The scoreboard comes separate to the mat, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
You buy them separately, but they work so well together. And it kind of gives you a nice little portable crafting desk, which is what I love about it.
And you get a handbook with the scoreboard, don't you?
Yes, you do, to show you exactly how to use it. different tips, techniques for all of those new crafters. So the world is yours to explore is the stamp that I'm going to use, and this is from the I think it's the cat stamp we used earlier on. So we're doing that in like a deeper purple tone, and then I've used my pink again alongside a darker pink, and we're just going to create. It was the butterfly one.
Yeah. Lunar butterflies.
Just going to add more colour to the back of here to create a really nice ombre effect, which when we add it to the inside of our card is just going to lift the colouring up, and you're really going to be able to see the detail in that die as well. So a little bit of tape on here, and we can lift this off. Oops. And then let's place that onto the centre of this card.
Oh, wow.
So we're keeping that inside quite dramatic, and then when we close this up, you're going to see that gorgeous ombre effect. So we're just going to add a touch of ribbon to finish this off, just down that side. So I've got a paler piece of pink, which I have added tape onto the back of. Let's just stick that onto here, and then we can trim off those edges. Just adding that onto there. I'm going to trim this now, and then I've got a deeper pink which we're just going to wrap around and tie in a lovely bow. So we'll place that around the back there, and then we can just bring this together and finish off this card.
That is
you
really
can obviously
pretty.
add some of your gorgeous gemstones, because we have beautiful glittery pinks that are absolutely stunning. But I just think you can use these dies so simply, and we showed you that earlier on, that I wanted to show you how, if you think outside of the box and we use these completely differently, you can make cards that look absolutely just phenomenal with these dies. It really is down to you and how you use them.
No, absolutely right. Again, not many of these are available. I mean, not a lot at all. So if you want to grab them, go swiftly on the dies. I think 70, did you say? 70% of the stock, 70% of the stock is gone. So just 30% of the stock remaining here. So again, go quickly. 4 dies you're going to receive, 24 sheets of your duotone adorable scoreable included as well. So that is that cardstock which has got the darker and the lighter hues for you. So again, you're not having to kind of like look around and think to yourself, oh, have I got cardstock that mixes and matches up? You have, because you've got it on the reverse of each of the pieces of the card stock. So you've got your sweet sunflower. These are so cute, absolutely beautiful with the floral and that beautiful fairy there too. And again, you've seen just with a bit of colour, you know, creating your own backgrounds with these as well, and building these up to kind of shine through the actual die cut itself. If you want to kind of you know, colour through these as well, you can, you know, maybe attach them to a bit of acetate and colour through. If you want to do paper piecing with these, I know a lot of people have been chatting about that in the comments over the course of the day today.
Phenomenal with these. Use that glitter card, any glitter card you've got, Miri card as well.
Why not?
Wow.
That's Joyful Jasmine. You've also got the beautiful Bluebell in here as well, you saw on the earlier shows. And then you've got that dazzling Dahlia too, or Dahlia, depending on where you're from. And then there's the cardstock that I was telling you about. So all of these different colours, but as you can see, if I just turn this one over here, you've got the different hue on the reverse. So again, nice and easy for you to mix and match your cardstock. And of course, this is going to be a perfect partner to be using with the dies that you've got here to create those wonderful projects, those wonderful cards. And it's going to die cut like an absolute dream for you. But you know, it's hunky-dory through and through this, because it just gives you so much craftability. You're not having to sort of go away scratching your head thinking, you know, how do I use these? What cardstock am I going to be using? How am I going to sort of mat and layer these up with all the different colours? Because everything is included within the bundle that you need. Over 70% of the stock has gone here. £35.96. $51.59 is the price on this one as well. But go quickly because we do not have a lot left of that. Now, when you talk about Hunkydory, talk about like ease of use, talk about the little books, but also the book of sentiments that you bring to us. I absolutely love these because so many different sentiments in each book that you bring to us. Now, obviously, this is a festive book, but there's been loads of different ones through the years,
everyday
haven't there?
occasion ones. We've got ones in Matastic, we've got ones in our normal, adorable, scoreable, but they're amazing. You get over 640 sentiments in
How
here.
many?
Some of them, 640. Some of them have tag die cuts in them, so you could just add them to your gifts and your presents. You don't just have to use these for card making. I love the fact that we've got really nice sayings in here. We've got some that are sort of specific to family members as well. So you've got all of this covered in the most gorgeous Christmas colours. So if you got your Christmas Adorable Scoreable earlier on, grab this because the colours match with that. So it's something to add on and something to use with those Christmas toppers we had earlier as well.
Yeah, and just to read you a few of these, it's hard to see. So you've got Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Glad Tidings, Believe in the Magic, Jingle All the Way. You've also got The Miracle of Christmas. Let the miracle of Christmas fill your heart with warmth and love. To the One I Love, Joy to the World, Merry and Bright Christmas. Is love with all the trimmings.
It's true.
Isn't it? Coming Home for Christmas. These are really cute. Sent from the North Pole, so little tag ones in here. Santa Baby. 'Tis the season to sparkle and shine. Have a festive season. I mean, there's tons. Literally 640 sentiments in total. When you say that's for Christmas 2022.
No, but it isn't it? I think Christmas happens
24.
every single year, doesn't it? It's something that it comes around once a year, and those sentiments, that could last you for like 2, 3, 4 years. Absolutely. It depends how many cards you make, of course, but add them to presents, anything Christmas related where you're giving something to someone else. Pop a sentiment on your cards, your projects, your presents. They're going to be amazing.
£8.63 is your platinum price, or $12.52. I mean, it's the kind of thing I think you absolutely need to pop into your basket today. And again, if you've done a lot of shopping, it's always those kind of things that potentially can get you towards your free shipping as well if you're shopping in the US. We are going to take a short little break. Lots of love coming in for that last card. Beautiful cards. Roseanne says beautiful. Mary Garcia, love it. Angela Krause says love the card. Beautiful card, says Tracy. Starlet HW says the card is lovely, and Mary Rena says love the card, so pretty. Natalie, really loving the fairy petals die set. If you love it, grab it because it will disappear. Let us take a quick break, just over 25 minutes left with Natalie, and then we'll be back for the second part of launch day with Debbie, of course, from 8 o'clock. If you've got stuff in your baskets now, as a matter of urgency, check out any Hunkydory goodies, and we'll come back in a moment.
Hello, I'm Corinne Robinson, and I am having an absolutely fantastic time up here working for Crafter's Companion. So my crafting journey began back in, I have to get this the right way around, 2001. I went to a craft workshop just at a craft store, and I was absolutely hooked. My mum convinced me to go because she wanted to go, and I've not looked back since 2001, and I'm still going now. My crafty inspirations are, I have to be inspired by my grandmother. She was an amazing sewer, and I just love to take inspiration from her. I can't sew, but I am blown away by what she used to do. But I just am inspired by all my colleagues around me, the other experts. I've just done a show today where we have third parties in, and I just love watching them and take little bits from them and then put my own twist on it. What's it like having crafty colleagues? It's fantastic. We are an amazing team. The support from Crafter's Companion is brilliant. I have loved it. As you know, I've not been here overly long, but the team have opened their arms and welcomed me so fantastically. And I love watching the shows because a lot of the tips and techniques that you'll see me do in my shows, I picked up from my colleagues by watching their shows. What non-craft facts can I share with you? I have my pride and joy at the moment is my gorgeous little Cavapoo dog. I absolutely love her. Miss her like mad when I come up here. Elsie's at home with my husband. What is my biggest crafting success? Oh, I just think it was the day I was able to give up a 9-to-5 job and be able to come and be a craft demonstrator full time. And then the excitement when I came to join this team was amazing. I just think that has to be up there at the top for me.
There you go, getting to know us all very well. Loving all the Hunkydory books, says Mary Reno. Roseanne C says, I cannot resist the Hunkydory little books. I suppose the Sentiments book is not officially a little book, is it? But I know what people mean.
No, but it does work in the same way. It is definitely loved just as much as those pads, and it's an essential, and it's so handy and easy to use, just like all the other Hunkydory products.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's why we love it here. And you know me. I've always said, I'm a Crafter's Companion guy. But you talk about some of my, and I'm not just saying this because you're here. But when I worked at the other place, always loved Hunkydory.
Yeah.
Always loved the Dreamies. And my other mate, of course, old Keith Smith.
Oh, Keith.
Got to love a bit of Keith as well. So it's just great that all of my particular favourites have decided to come and join us on various days here at Crafters TV. So it's always lovely to have Hunkydory in the house. And it's nice to see these as well, the Glimmer Mist. So you've got two collections. And at this price today, what you want to do realistically, because you can get the full set for the price of one, basically, because both of the sets are on a half price deal. So if you've thought about getting the Glimmer Mist, today's a brilliant day to be able to do it. This set here, you've literally got 10 chances left to buy, and then they are gone. And this is all sort of really most of your sort of primary colours, isn't it?
I say these are your essentials. If you're just wanting to get one of the Glimmer Mist bundles today, get this one, because you've got all your primary colours in here, and then you've got your metallics. So you've got your gold, your silver, your bronze. We've got a white in there, a black as well. But then you've got your really nice bright colours. So your red, yellow, orange, green, blue, purple and pink.
So that's $23.95 or $34.73. And then you've also got the second bundle, which is, well, this has got like the purples and reds and greens.
I feel like this one's a little bit more vintagey in a way.
Okay.
So you've got more different tones of colour. We've got a really nice sort of rusty red, peach. We've got some beautiful sort of misty mauves in here. A really nice selection and completely different colourways to what you've got in the first one. So if you want to get the whole collection, absolutely all of them, then grab both of them.
Yeah, so $23.95 platinum for collection 2, $34.73, and because it is on a half price, it's like you get both of those. Put them both in your basket today. You got the full collection at the price for one.
Price of one. Do it.
That's my. Why don't you do it face?
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it, do it, do it. But you've got to be quick because one, there's only 10 left of those. $23.95. Or you've got to be even quicker with number 2 because there's less than number 2 apparently. So yeah, you've got to be quick, especially if you're going to buy both because, well, there's not enough for you to buy both. If 10 people decide that they want to buy both, that's it. Right, stamps. Let's go back to the stamps actually because I know Natalie's got another demo lined up with the Celestial Dreams bundle. I'm only guessing here, and it could be a dangerous guess because you haven't done it yet. Are you going to work with the butterflies?
I am. Yes. I am going to work with the butterflies. So we're going to do a nice DL card neck. So I've got a piece of cardstock already cut down to my size. It's slightly smaller because we're going to do a fun background with our Glimmer Mist. So let's pop this on and we're going to go about a third of the way up and we're going to do a nice ombre with this. So I'm just going to pick up my stamping press. And then I've got such a large selection of blues and greens here. So we're going to start off with the lightest blue and just pop these on, going down onto our stamp and add in colour each time and just going across to sort of mix those two in together to create this nice ombre look. Now, when you do this on your cards, you are going to need to do this a couple of times to be able to get the full depth of colour. So I'll show you through that. Don't worry at all. So we've gone into now sort of like our teal colours with our ocean spray and our peacock green. So just popping that on there. And then we'll go to rainforest, which is a really deep green colour tone. And then let's do our apple green, which is that nice fresh colour. So making sure that all mixes beautifully in together. We'll pop this now. Let me just There's a lot of colour on that section there, so just want to make sure that goes in quite nicely. And then we'll add in that deeper green again. So first try of this, and we're just going to use our stamping press, pop this down. But like I said, you do want to do this a few times to build up that colour, because these are water-based ink pads, so the more colour we add down, the more vibrancy you're going to get. Now, if you were just doing a simple line stamp, you wouldn't need to do this with your ink pads, but because there's so much sort of depth within this and detail and really quite solid blocks of ink, we're going to just keep adding those in until they really nicely mix on there together. So another peacock green, keeping going through all of those colours. Our rainforest. And because they are water-based, you can do this and they blend really nicely together, just adding those colours on top of each other time and time again. So this is our second try. We might need to just go in with our butterflies again, but we are going to go on, I've stamped this out and we're going to layer our butterflies on. So I think for now we'll leave it like that. So let's take this now and we'll bring in those other butterflies that I'm talking about, and I've cut these out and I've also added my gemstones onto these just to save a little bit of time so we can do more of a fun background. So we're just going to now layer these over the top.
Oh, that's clever. Is that just the stamped images, just fussy cut out?
Yep, just stamped it again, added a little bit of foam pad just to make sure that it really stands up off this card.
Nice.
And then we're layering those onto there, and then again I've sort of mimicked those colours across the board. So we're going to add our gemstones on, and we're going to do that in the same sort of pattern. So our lightest greens, we're going to start off down here as they join this butterfly, and then that large lime green up here. Then we've got our deeper greens, which we can move on to. That's a bit too light. Let's go in really nicely with that deep green there. Sort of Christmas holly green, this colour. Really, really nice.
And again, for those just tuning in, the circles that you've got on the stamps are there specifically. Not specifically, but there to kind of
Not
help
specifically.
you.
They work really nicely, even if you just stamp them in these colours and sort of left them. But they are designed to work alongside your gemstones, whether it's glitters or pearls or maybe some of the sort of traditional gemstones. They are designed to work and sized perfectly, so you can pop them over the top and they just look stunning. So some more of our blues and then one more light blue at the very top, and we're going to be done. So a little bit lighter up there, one more. Let's go with this one. So I'm going to pop that on there, and then let's do a little bit of misting. So I think what we're going to do is take our messy mat, and I'm going to use my card blank, and I'm just going to spritz it from quite far away, so we just get a nice light dusting.
Is that like the best place to sort of spray from? I'd say I don't know how
I
far
think
away,
the height that I'm doing is quite good.
Yeah.
I think it depends. So let me just get a piece of cardstock. We can use this here. So the further away you spray, you get that nice mist. The closer you get more of like a really arty sort of, what's it called? Graffiti type spritz. So depending on how you want to do it, you can do that, but you can also take the top and sort of splat it around in this way. So depending on how you want it to look and what effect you're going for, you can do it from different heights and it gives you completely different looks. Of course, you can paint it like we did in the earlier card. So there's so many different room and availability for your crafting, but we're just going to spritz that with that blue to give it a nice sort of like dusting, and we'll add this onto the front now. So just being careful that my butterflies don't fall off. We'll add this on with some tape. Obviously this is water based, so it is going to be a little bit damp, so just bear in mind that if you're going to do this at home, just give it a little bit of a while to dry. We can now add this onto here like so. So it just gives that really nice speckled effect on the back of your card. And then we're going to add our sentiment, which I've stamped in the green, so it follows this ombre, and it says the world is yours to explore. So some foam pads, and we will stick that on to our card. So let's just get that in the right sort of place. I'm going to stick it on first so I can make sure that it's central, and then we'll cut it down. So a different look to this card because there's a little bit less colour. But if you're into clean and simple cards, it just shows that you can make this card using these stamps. You don't have to go super, super crazy, but it gives you another completely different look.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, isn't it? Like white space sometimes is so nice because it makes like kind of like the main component.
I think it makes the colours pop, and especially with that beautiful ombre stamping.
£12.80 or $18.56 if you want to go for the Celestial Dreams bundle. 9 stamps in total that you're going to get there with a 30% saving for everybody. You've also got the gemstones available for you. These are disappearing very, very quickly. We did have another 2 sets as well, but I don't know if those are still available. We've got the Midnight Shimmer and Glitter Ombre selection here. So 368 gems you're going to receive in total. These, of course, all self-adhesive in different sizes for you as well. And they really, really are beautiful. You've got that volcano. These ones here sort of remind me a little bit of the, what's that gemstone which has got like the bugs in it? Do you know what I mean? Jurassic Park.
The amber.
It's amber, isn't it?
Amber?
Yeah. Sort of reminds me of that a little bit, the colour that you've got on there, which is absolutely beautiful. You've also got the Galaxy, and again, like you look in those, you know, really sort of ethereal, otherworldly, as you really get deep into the designs that you've got in those beautiful colours. This next one here is your Twilight. Again, look at the ombre effect that you've got there. So many different colours within all of the different gems that you've got in that collection. 368 in total. You're going to get these if you're getting the stamps as well, by the way. And then lastly, you have got your rainbow collection as well. Really, really beautiful designs. I think that's probably my favourite of the 4 that you're getting in this set. £10 and 7p platinum, or $14.61 if you want to grab those. All the others have sold out. I'm glad that we've got the Trim Me pads on, because again, I remember these from years gone by, and these are fantastic, particularly if you are somebody who's not too sure about your card sizes, because as I remember, you correct me if I'm wrong, you've obviously got, if I flick through, what have we got, the gold, so you've got your different sentiments, right? But then on the back, if you're looking on the back here and you go, well, hang on a minute, what's all this scribbling on here? Gives you exact reference as to where to trim, no matter what size card.
Yep, absolutely. And it's not just no matter what size card, it's also landscape and portrait. So depending on how you pop it in the card, it's going to be central every single time. It's going to give you a little sort of 2/8 of an inch around the outside, so it fits perfectly in your card size. But it's incredible. And you know what? I love using these on the front of my cards. I love die cutting them out of some really fancy die nesting dies and adding them to my front of the card. It's Ink Me as well, so if you want to add colour onto it, you absolutely can do. You can use your glimmer mists on these. You can use your ink pads or your pens and really jazz them up, use them on the front of your cards.
Yeah, it's such a good shout, because I do, and I think probably a lot of people do as well, you automatically look at this and go, inserts. I mean, it's called an insert pad, so you go, and that's going inside the card. But like you say, bit of colour, using some of your glimmer mist, a bit of matting and layering to have this as the focal point. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. And again, it's made nice and easy for you. You're just flicking through, seeing the beautiful gold foiling, 7 different sentiments, all Christmas related, of course, here. But that is, the back there is your reference guide for the size of the card that you're using. If you're not quite sure, previously, where you need to be trimming, it's all done for you with these pads. They're absolutely brilliant. That's the gold. You're getting 42 sheets within that. And basically are going to allow you to have foiled inserts or indeed outserts for any size of cards. £7.19, $10.43 if you want to go for the gold. And then we've also got the silver available for you as well. I think this same sentiments, but just silver forward, right?
Same sentiments, yeah, but just in silver. So we've got that choice. More people, some people are silver people, some people are gold people.
Are you a gold or silver person?
I'm a silver person.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Love
I'm
silver.
gold.
Are you gold?
I think so, yeah.
So it's just a bit more regal, isn't it, gold?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
And that's me all over.
I'm just a bit more of a peasant, like the silver look.
Well, having spent the day with you today, I would definitely say you're not a peasant. Pleasant, but not a peasant.
Pleasant, not a peasant.
Yeah.
That's-
You've got, 7 different sentiments and 6 of each sentiment, giving you your 42 sheets in here. And just to sort of give you a few, so you've got sending heartfelt Christmas wishes to the whole family, enjoy the festive season, which I think is really cute. You've also got have yourself a merry little Christmas, glad tidings of comfort and joy, and more in there as well. Once again, the silver is $7.19 or $10.43. It's a 10% saving. I mean, are you gold? Are you silver? Are you regal? Or are you a peasant? Or are you both?
Depends. Depends what day of the week.
Exactly right. So that's why at this sort of price you might just want to pick up both because they are a lovely, lovely price on those. And then you've also got the dies. I mean, we can't have many of these left now, but you can still get them. They are still just about available for you in stock. Details coming up for you on the screen of these. They are your Fairy Petals Ultimate 4-piece collection. 24 sheets of your duotone adorable scoreable with those dies as well. Bear in mind, this is a £72, $104 bundle that you're picking up this evening for just $35.96 if you're platinum, $51.59. If you love edgeable technology, if you love intricate dies, you're going to fall in love with these florals and fairies. You're not going to go too far wrong, are you? Really?
No. They're perfect for so many occasions, aren't they? And so many different generations as well are going to love these.
4 dies, and then of course all of the beautiful duotone adorable scoreable card. Matte-tastic of course is as well, so you can do all of your inking on here, all that way.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those different tones.
It's just so clever, and the fact that you're not having to struggle thinking what matches with what, because the reverse is the perfect tone for you. On the reverse, $35.96 or $51.59 is the deal on that. Right, I think we are almost there. Just got we've got a couple of minutes or so, haven't we, really?
I don't know, have you got the card samples with you? Are they over there? I'm not sure where they went. There was a little box with them all in. I don't think I've got them. No, I've not got them. I'm not sure where they've gone.
Oh, hang on.
Are they there?
They are, yes. Do you?
I can take them.
Do you
I'll
want
take them?
Oh, this is like great TV right there. Great TV.
But let's have a look at some of these, because the design team did such a cool job with these, and it just shows you how you can use them, because you can snip into them. So this is a great one that Bex did, and she's actually used that brown to cut it out, coloured in on the lighter side, and then cut out her sunflowers again and again to sort of create that really nice detail effect on the inside, which I absolutely love. And again, this is a good one. You're going to love this one. This is a paper piece one. Look how cool this is.
Really pretty, yeah.
And you can be doing this with your dies. You just need to cut them out a number of times, lay them on top. We can utilise them again with some other paper pads that we might have in our stash, just to give it that extra special touch. We've got that beautiful border on the outside as well, with that little lovely sentiment. And that's from one of our everyday sentiments as well. So you can see, you'll be able to, if you can get hold of those, you can add them in. This is another beautiful one with your dies and paper piece in this with a beautiful background. I absolutely love these. They're just incredible. We've got another one that's very similar to the card I made earlier on, but with the pinks and other die set on there. We've got this one's very, very sweet. Brighter days are ahead, because you've got that really nice detailing and that second generation stamping on the inside as well. To just make the inside of that card differently. And we've got some others that have been made with the stamps as well that we can show you through. So this one's just heat embossed in white, no other detail on that one at all. A really, really sweet and simple one. How about just using your ink pads to swipe down and add colour onto them.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Or this one, I think this one's using the glimmer mists, but we've actually watered them down and then sort of done like a smooshing technique where you sort of pick it up, so it gives you that really nice effect there as well with just a few little gemstones on there too. I love this one as well. Actually cutting out with your die
That's very clever.
inside and then having it as like a little window.
Yeah.
So the cat's sort of like looking out into the universe, dreaming.
I think that might be my
about all the
favourite
food.
Favourite stamp / item
I think
of
this
the,
is
of the day.
definitely my favourite. It really, really is. You're going to be able to make some gorgeous cards with that if you get it home. And then I've just found this one because I love this one as well. It's a shaker card using those dies. And we've cut this out a number of times, so you've got so many layers on the edge here and just that little sort of girl there on the inside. And then we filled it up with loads of shaker bits to make that card.
Excellent stuff. I think we are, we're all done. So, Natalie, a massive thank you for today's shows. Thankfully, we just about managed to get there.
We did.
But next time,
we need more stock.
Have you enjoyed it today?
I have. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, we've loved having you. And
Thanks.
when Hunkydory are in the building, we always absolutely love it. There is still a smattering of stock still available, but don't forget, as we've already shown you, if you go to the website and just type in Hunkydory, you can search for lots of other items. So lots of you have been chatting about that tool, which is still available, the mat, and also the scoreboard. There's loads there. Go to our website, search Hunkydory, and you'll see all of the goodies there. And indeed, whatever's left from this show, you'll see on the Shop the Day page. Massive thank you to Natalie. Thank you to you guys for watching. We're back in a few moments' time with more from launch day. Those festive bows will be back in just a mo.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Hi, I'm Becky. I'm the soft craft expert for Crafters Companion. I've always crafted. I think because my parents worked at Shepperton Studios, I grew up at Shepperton. They were always working, so my holidays and my weekends and my evenings were spent at the studios, and I just sort of sit around with the other artists, and they'd give me a bit of clay to play with or some fabric. So I was always making things, and there were a couple of children around the same sort of age, and we just used to make clothes for our Cindy dolls. I'm flighty with my crafts. I want to try everything, so I go all out and I decide tomorrow I'm going to be doing candle making, and I buy all the stuff and I make candles, and then I lose interest and I move on to the next thing. I want to be able to have a little go at all sorts of crafts, and I've always been like that ever since I was a small child, so I think I can turn my hand and give anything a go. My craft inspiration, I think a lot of that comes from the internet, looking online, being able to watch sort of artists producing bits and pieces, as well as sort of just general crafters. But a lot of my inspiration came from sort of my mum and my mum's friends, which were all sort of great designers and people that created all sorts of different things. The Crafters TV audience have been so kind to me. So when I first started, and I've not been here a huge amount of time, and I've done a little bit of presenting, I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made when they've been inspired by the shows. I think that's great. My biggest achievement is, I'm going to put it on social media. I said that I was more proud of this than I was when I had my children. It was when I won a Demo of the Week I was just absolutely gobsmacked that I'd won Demo of the Week. I don't often win Demo of the Day, so to win Demo of the Week, I was really, really super excited. Oh God, I can't give you the gossip because I promised that I wouldn't give any of the gossip away, but it is great. Lots of us stay overnight in a house here, which is brilliant because we all get to know each other on a like real personal kind of level rather than just colleagues. So it's a really great atmosphere, and there's so much to learn from all of these people that I work with. So I feel really quite blessed to be part of this. It is a happy family, I have to be honest.
Hello everybody and a very warm welcome back to Crafters TV for the final hour of a Marathon Friday. Hopefully your day's been good, hopefully you've been enjoying it. Do let me know what you're up to this weekend, what your plans are maybe for the rest of your Friday, because it's actually only, 3 o'clock Eastern time, it's got midday Pacific time, so what are your Friday plans? Have you got like a big Friday night out planned? Have you got some crafting planned? Was it yesterday or today? And that must have been yesterday. I might have to have a search in this hour of the Who to see if there's any national days for today. Yesterday, did you hear that? I didn't mention this yesterday. I'm surprised you didn't. Yesterday, Craig was wandering around saying it was National Kiss a Wrestler Day. So what he planned to do actually was wear one of his wrestling belts and walk around and see if he could get free kisses, pretending that he was a wrestler. But I don't know whether that came off.
Who makes up these things?
I don't know. It was also National Badger Day yesterday too. So I heard on one of the national radio stations here was talking about the fact that it was National Badger Day, and they were the actual talker that they had on was, "Have you ever had a badger get into your house?" I mean, is that not the most random talker you've ever had, like for a radio station? But bizarrely, people were ringing up. "Oh yes, I had a badger once come through my cat flap." Seriously, and it chewed up all my carpet. But anyway, that was yesterday. Today is another day, and it is a launch day today, where we have launched your Festive bows, the Festive Builder bows. So we've had obviously your kind of everyday builder bows, which proved really popular. Your Festive Builder bows, 27 dies in total. These have been very, very popular indeed, and they're just £19.99 or $23.96 if you're a Platinum member. Plenty of you already told me that you've actually got these, received them. Our Susie says she's got her Festive bows in the mail yesterday, and already seeing some lovely pictures come through from these. They're so super usable, so easy to craft with. And literally the price of these I think is brilliant because hopefully affordable for most, and really, really easy to use. You can see just from the board here all the different dies that you're going to get, and all of them save for the you've got we might just go
I think, Ben, I want to get straight into a demo.
Do it!
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go straight to creating with our Build a Bow. Now, just to recap, just in case anyone's just joined us, we did an hour before Natalie come on with Hunkydory, and we were showing the Build a Bow, which is absolutely beautiful. So we've got this on each side of our pack, so you've got a whole array of different bows that we can be using. Now, there's creator card bows as well, which I absolutely love. So these ones in this middle section, if I take this one out, this is an outside cutting edge, which means if you was to just cut this one out, you could create a bow just with plain and use them any time of the year. And actually the one I'm going to use, which is this sort of swirly one, you can see I haven't used this one off this pack because it's actually stuck fast.
Oh dear, need hand.
There we go, got it out. I've got it, Ben, I've got it. All my others. What I actually think would be a good idea is to get one of our magnetic sheets. Yes. Because they would work really well, and then you could see all of them on one place. Because it's a bit like, is it Tetris, where you have to...
Oh, yeah, remember that game?
To try and build
slot it all in.
Yeah, link it all in. So I've just bent my die a little bit there, but it's fine. It will be fine. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this out of white cardstock. So let's just cut our cardstock down. I'm also going to use, we've got lots of pieces in here to create. So we've got our base one here, which is we're going to cut. And then you've got all your little flowers. So we're going to cut a couple of these in pink, and then I'm going to cut some of these leaves in white white as well. I have got some gold cardstock to cut some leaves, but I've already got them cut, so we're not going to use them. And I'm not going to use, now each one of these has one of these little pieces here, which creates the wrap round the middle, but I'm actually just going to use a little gem to put on mine. Now when you're using these, you can cut one out like I say, or you can pop this into place, and we're just going to hold this down with some tape.
Yeah.
And we're just going to pop that in. In fact, I don't need all this white cardstock because I'm only using my Gemini Junior plates. Although saying that, I could just switch out and use my my Gemini plates. So let's just take that one down.
Must say hi to Alison, who says the Ladies International has just started. England versus America
I
at
know,
Wembley.
I was gutted. I was literally sitting in the green room watching it, and Tracy come in and said, Debbie, you got to be on air. I was like, Tracy, I'm watching the football.
What time did it kick off?
It doesn't kick off till 8 o'clock.
Oh.
But I hadn't even realised the time, so...
Do you want updates, or do you want to hide
Sorry?
from the score? Do you want updates, or do you want to hide from the score?
Yeah, absolutely want updates.
Ah, you
Yes.
see, I'm recording, so there's a big game on tonight in the rugby. You know, my side, the Exeter Chiefs, we're playing Bristol Bears in a big league match. So if anyone's, I don't want to know the score of that because I'm recording it and I'm watching it when I get home. I'll watch it as live. See, if I was a massive fan of the football, I'd record that and I'd watch that live.
I just haven't got time to watch it. That's the trouble.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to watch it when I got home because I'd be too tired. I'd fall asleep. So yeah, I'll just watch the updates tomorrow on the news. I've got fingers crossed though. Sorry, US. I really want England to win.
Well, of course. Of course. Come on, England. I mean, we love you in the US normally, but when it comes to the football, come on, Lionesses. Come on. Get one in the onion bag. Come on. Get one in there.
And actually, I have to say, the US football team are amazing.
Well, they're world champs, aren't they?
They are world champs.
And we're
they
European
have the
champs.
most wins. I know. If we beat them, honestly, that's such an amazing, amazing win for us.
Is it a friendly?
Yes, no, it's not. It's the scene. Oh my goodness, the cup is like incredible.
But it's not like a qualifier for anything, is it? It's just it is a.
It's a cup. It's a cup game, isn't it? I'm not sure what for. Yeah, there's a big trophy.
Oh, I think it'll probably just be like I think they have a lot of trophies for well, I don't know.
The trophy for it's unbelievable.
Is it like the She Believes Cup? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Oh.
Don't know. Look it up and find out. Look it up and find out.
Come on, England.
Right. So what else do I want? I want some more flowers. So I'm thinking of the football. Look, I'm not even thinking of the demo.
This is
like,
hark
what am I
back to the
actually doing here?
to the Euros.
I've cut white flowers and I want pink flowers.
I remember when the Euros were on and the men's team got to the final and I can't remember which game it was. It was either the quarters or the semis, I think, and we were on in here when it was on up there. And we had it on the TV.
Yeah.
And nobody was concentrating on the crafting, really, sad to say.
And then we've got the World Cup coming up, haven't we?
That's
soon?
this Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
How weird is that?
Yeah, I know. It's just like,
Qatar.
oh my goodness, it's going to be amazing. Literally can't wait. And actually, I mean, sorry, Italians, but I mean, the Italians won the Euro, and yet they've not even qualified.
Not qualified for the Worlds, have they?
For the World Cup, no. Right. So what am I doing here, Ben? I'm just doing.
Thinking about the football.
Whatever I want
It's
to
still
do.
0-0 as far as I
I'm still talking
know.
about football. I'm
Alison,
trying to
keep us
find-
updated because you're watching it, I think.
I seem to have lost my. They must be here.
What you lost?
My flower dies. I just had them. Where have they gone? That's weird. That's not the die, is it? No. Have I dropped the die? Right, I'm not going to worry, but I can't. Is it me, Ben? Are you? Look.
Which die are you looking for?
I'm looking for. Look, I just cut them.
Oh,
so
that
I
one.
You cut those two out, but I can't find the die now.
Ooh.
Is it me?
I don't know.
How weird is that?
It's a bit weird.
I dropped them.
No. It's not stuck up your sleeve or anything, is it?
It's not me, is it? They're not
No.
like
Is it underneath?
hang on. No.
No.
How strange.
It's a mystery.
They're not in.
You don't throw them in the bin? No?
I don't think so, no. Well, that's very weird. How strange. Ah. They were under my bit of card.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I'm a nightmare.
I'm a nightmare.
I am a bit of a nightmare, aren't I? Right, let's try and cut these ones now. Right, I think we've got everything we need to do the demo with. There's me talking all about football, so apologies. So a little fun fact here, Tracy's niece, it plays for England.
Who's her niece?
Huh?
Who's her niece?
I don't know what her niece is called now.
What,
She
the
told me.
Lionesses?
Yeah, she's in the Lionesses. Yeah, she plays for Man City.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That went really high. I did not know that.
I know, that's amazing, isn't it?
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask when she comes in, 'cause she's just putting the kettle on.
Yeah, but we just looked at them doing the anthem and she said she wasn't in the lineup tonight, but she plays for England, yeah.
Oh.
I know, it's amazing.
We
I'm
used
like,
to,
that's
the
very
radio
cool.
station I was at in Aylesbury, you know Ellen White, who scored all the goals?
Yep.
But she's now retired.
Yep.
She was from Aylesbury and she's got a big, on a wall at the bottom end of the high street, there's a massive Ellen White painting up the side of this brick wall with her doing a goggle celebration that she does.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
I wrote a song about Ellen White when they got to the, I think it must have been the World Cup, or maybe it was the, I can't remember what it was, but we did a little song and she was like on the song and stuff like that. Who's your niece who plays for England?
Debbie Stokes.
Oh, Debbie Stokes. Is she,
should have remembered it was Debbie.
Demi, is she not,
Oh, Demi,
is she playing tonight?
yes.
No, she's on the bench, I think.
On the bench? Ah, I didn't know that.
I know, it's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Did Tracy play football?
I
gone.
don't think so. Right, so...
I can imagine Tracy doing some keepy uppies, you know, in between shows. Did you play football? No. Ah. Oh,
We've just had an update.
England are winning!
England
yeah!
are winning! Woo!
1-0.
I told Tracy to come in and keep me updated.
Is it on in the US? That's what I want to know, because it's on like the main channel here, isn't it? It's on ITV, I think.
It is on ITV, yeah.
Is it? There must be big coverage of it in the US as well, I would have thought. But the Lionesses 1-0 up. Marvellous.
Amazing.
Sorry if you're avoiding the score.
That's good, early doors.
Yeah. Don't want to peak too early though, do you?
Well, I think our Lionesses are in very good form.
They are. What was the game I watched the other day? It was a qualifier, and they beat. I'm sure they beat someone about 10-0.
Did we find out what the match was for, what they're playing for?
I would look on the BBC Sport website, but I'm not going to, because if I do that, I'll see the score of the rugby, and I don't want to know what the rugby score is.
So will you watch that when you go home?
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes
you're
I will.
Very good. I would just fall asleep watching it.
No. But the good thing is when you like pre-record it, you can like fast forward through all the preamble, and like in rugby and that, there's it's a bit like, it's not like American football, but there's a lot of breaks in play for like scrums and substitutions and stuff. So you can just like fast forward through all of those bits. So that's what I'll probably do. And Laura's made a Thai curry tonight, apparently.
Oh,
so I'll go with that
nice.
prawn Thai curry.
Wow, very nice.
Beautiful. So. And Alison's just gone, England have scored, and Anne's gone, England just scored. Let's not fall out about this. We're all friends here. It's only a game.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love it if we won, though.
You'd be able to see the second half, wouldn't you?
You what, sorry?
You'd be able to watch the second half.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I'll catch a bit of it, yes.
Yeah.
By the time I've got back. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what's
It's a
the
friendly.
cup? They showed a cup. They're
yeah,
in
but
a cup
sometimes,
still.
sometimes they have like friendlies and they have little cups they play for. I knew it couldn't be anything because it's the. When's the? Hang on, we won the Euros, didn't we? When's the Ladies' World Cup then? Not the same time as the Men's World Cup. But it's a friendly anyway. But
Looking for...
we want to win.
That's what I'm not...
We want to win.
Right, so all I'm doing now is using my dotty tape pen to go over the top. So we're going to layer this one up on the top. So I love that we could do both. You could just leave, you don't have to put a layer on underneath, but obviously it makes a really nice bow effect. And you will see I've cut these two towels out in two colours as well, in the white and the black, because what I want to do, and I haven't cut my towels out, but I've already got one made up, so I'll show you that. So we're going to pop that into place. So use your pokey tool to stretch the fibres in these. and then we're going to use our glue just to glue that down. Now just a quick recap on the glue. Now you could use your tape pens. I'm using tacky glue. It is my favourite glue and good choice of glue because it goes quite tacky if you leave it about 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
And you just have to hold it in place just for a few seconds just to create that sort of tackiness to hold it together. But it is a really strong glue and it means nothing will come apart. Now with these ones, what I want to do is I want to lay that onto my pink, so that will go on the top here. But can you see, I'm only seeing a little bit of those towels. So what I'm actually going to do is cut them in half, because I want them to just stretch out that little bit more. But what I also want to do, I want to create another layer underneath. So I'm going to cut both of them in half, and then we're going to use our pink towels on the back just to stick over the top of these ones. But what I'm going to do is leave that white coming out of the side, so it creates that sort of shadow effect. And we're going to do the same with this one. And that just gives us a nice different look on how we pop these together. So just pop that one there, like so. And then that way I can just use my glue again, just to put a little dab around there and onto that one.
Perfect.
And then when we put these together, you just decide where you want them. So I'm going to pop that to that side and hold that down. And then bring that one over and we'll pop that on the other side. And then that just gives us a little bit more than just those tiny towels. So you can see that gives us our bow there. You can see difference in pulling that apart, and then those extra pieces. And then with this, I've done the same as I did earlier. Use your glue pen and go around the edges so you can put some glitter on them.
Yeah.
Let's pop them to the side. And then all I've done different with this one is added some towels. So let me bring my bits in so you can see exactly the same here, but I've added the towels at the bottom and at the side and put a little gem in the middle. And then my flowers, I've just added glitter around the edges and a little gem in the centre. Now I've done a few because what I've then done is, using my nesting dies, I've created this sort of wreath really just on both sides.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so when I was talking about earlier about having decorations, so I'm going to have a little hanging decoration. So this can go on the tree or however you want it. I'm just going to place it onto here. So what I'm going to do is use my 3D glue gel. And we're going to start at the top. So I'm going to just pop that into there to hold that into place.
Must say hi to Al, who's joined us.
Ah, hello
Says,
Al.
hi Ben and Debbie, I've had a lovely dinner.
I see his dinner, yes.
What did he have?
I can't remember.
What did you have, Al?
Yeah, tell us what you had.
Tell us what you had.
Looked very nice. They look like scallops, I think. He might have had scallops.
Ooh, does he cook for himself?
Al does all the cooking.
Oh, good cook.
I don't cook at all.
Oh, why did I have in my mind that I thought you cooked? So
I do not cook, Ben.
Oh. All right.
I'm very lucky. I count myself as being very lucky.
Are you saying that because it would be like food poisoning city, or just...
Oh no, I hate cooking.
Oh,
and
right.
Al loves cooking. So he does all the cooking, I do all the cleaning.
That's quite a good deal, actually.
Yeah, it's just how it works, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very
nice.
good. Yeah, I love it. I felt like all my Christmases come at once when I met him, just because he does all the cooking. Right, let's pop that on like that. So all I've done is put those round my wreath like so, and then I've got some little sort of leaves that we've cut out, so we're just going to pop these into place. And then I've got some little holly leaves, so let's also pop them in. So just going to pop them.
Do you know what as well? You probably touched on this, but I know these are festive builder bows, but this has got, I mean, this could be any time, really. I know you've
absolutely.
got a bit of a festive look to it, but wreaths for all year round.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and this particular bow that I've used doesn't need to be, yeah, if you look at it, actually, Ben, it doesn't look like a wreath that's for, it looks more like a sort of wedding wreath, or actually it looks like one of those that you give to the bride that she can hold, you know, like they do the little horseshoe.
What, do they chuck it?
You can more, no, they hold little horseshoes. I don't know what they're called.
Who
but
do?
The bride. You give them to a bride.
Do you?
You give them little,
horseshoe?
they're like, they're to wish them good luck.
Ah.
And they're on like a ribbon and they hold them.
Right.
The bride would hold them, yeah.
What, as they go down the aisle?
That you give them to them after they're married.
Ah. You got married.
It's a wish
Good
of
luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that it looks a bit Eastery to me, the colours.
Oh, okay. Yes, I suppose it could be Eastery as well. Absolutely.
I had 2 scallop mornay's.
There was scallops, I thought.
Served with carrots and butter, honey parsnips in butter, and maple syrup and sweet potato.
All right. All right. Yeah, he
Washed
does,
down with a cheeky white, he said.
yeah.
And he's not talking about milk.
Yeah, he likes his wine. And he's very good. He knows what wine goes with what. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, where I haven't got a clue.
Well, all I know is whites with fish, isn't it? And red wine with your meat.
Red meat, yeah. There we go. Let's put another one in.
And you know how to check for a good bottle of wine if you don't know about it?
No. Is it the finger at the bottom?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Why did you say that?
How you check for a good bottle of wine is all I do. I said just... I check for the dimple underneath the bottom. The bigger
That was true. Why is it?
I think there's a better way of putting it. The bigger the dimple, the better the wine. Oh, I've got a sweat on. I need to go home.
Well, I managed to finish my demo. And there's a... Look at my pretty wreath.
I mean,
And not a
that
bottle
is...
of wine inside it.
Oh, my gosh. Did you fall over, by the way? What was that noise?
I went to get a tissue and knocked all the Gemini plates all over the floor. But I'm pleased with that, though. That is what you do, though, is it? The bottom of the bottle. Is it how deep?
How deep is your... Basically, if you've got a big dimple, it's a good bottle of wine. The bigger the dimple, the better the wine. So if you ever get a bottle of wine, it's got a flat bottom, it's not very good. That's what I was always told.
Oh, dear.
It is...
I forgot my dye.
Oh, do it then.
I'll just do that.
Do
I've
it.
got that one of the dyes that we've got on the show. I was going to put this onto here, so I'm just going to pop that in as well. Oh, dearie me.
You've just made the blooper reel, George tells me.
I'm always making the blooper reel, that's the trouble. There you go, look, I just put that on there. Look how pretty that looks.
And those were the dyes we've got, Samson dyes we've got on the show. And I'm standing by that as well. As much as this is a festive collection, and that could be like a contemporary Christmas, I mean, it could be any time of year. Like you said, for the bride as a good luck wreath.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, as I say, I'm seeing a very sort of Eastery coloured wreath right there. Ben and Debbie, says Melanie D, thank you for the giggles. I mean, you never quite know what she's going to say.
Oh, I really just need, I've got no filter, have I?
And Al says the big dimple test is a fallacy. Well, I've always found that to be the way that I judge wines, but I won't argue with you, Al, if you know.
See, I've told Al that before, and he says that he does never know.
I was told by a guy who knew his wines.
The bigger the hole.
Yeah. I was told... I was told by a guy who knew his wines that was an easy way to test if you didn't know your wines particularly, and I've always thought that because if you go bottom row, right, for like a cheapy supermarket brand own, always flat, stick your finger up the bottom of a champagne, it's massive. So there's got to be some truth in it. Anyway, let's move on. You finished Ben off, says Lorna. Lovely wreath, Debbie. Let's just move on.
Dear.
The bows. So you're going to get 27 of these in total in this collection. £19.99 is your platinum price. $23.96 if you're shopping with us in the US. And again, look at all of the different dyes that you've got, all of the different combinations that you can use to create all of the different bows. We'll have a look potentially later on again at the what do you call it? The suite. Oh dear. What's it called? That thing you have, not the construction suite, someone help me out here, come on.
Suite,
no,
concept suite.
Concept suite, thank you. But this board here just gives you a bit of an idea of some of the kind of bows that you can create, whether you're going 2D bows, big 3D bows, bows with like intricate detailing, bows with 2 bits, bows with 4 bits, bows with the tails on, bows with these designs cut in, those designs, bows with added floral elements, bows with like holly and mistletoe, cones. I mean, literally, there's so many different things that you can do with these bows. It's not a one-trick pony. It is not something which you're going to use once and then cast aside. Look here, just on the shot that you're seeing now, all of the different ways that you can use these. Cards, yes. Boxes, yes. Home decor, yes. Think about table settings as well. Napkin holders. Think about decorations for your tree. Loads of different ways that you can use these. So I think that's why so many of you have ordered them today and will continue to order them over the course of the show. We've also got a fantastic deal on the Ultimate Verse Compendium for you as well. Normally £250 or $308. Tonight, £83.99 or $103.60. It's a massive saving. And if you're jumping in for this, by the way, this evening to go alongside your Christmas time, jump in and grab this. You get the folder. First of all, really, really nice design on this so you can store everything away. I think it's nice to keep collections, particularly like this, in one place. And then everything is tabbed for you. Everything is divided up. And literally, as we go through here, take a bit of time and read some of these. You've got Christmas messages for all family, all sort of beliefs, I suppose, as well. But what I particularly like, and you can see this on this page here, which is the Magical Christmas Wishes, you've got the kind of like your main focal point stamp, I suppose, here. So just for you, Dad, at Christmas. And then you've got the verses as well. So you can almost have the stamp on the outside, the sentiment on the outside, open up, and then you've got things like, Merry Christmas, Mum and Dad. It's the most wonderful time of the year. And you both know how to make it magic with your warmth and love. Which is super cute. Merry Christmas to both of you. You both mean so much to me. So this is for like Mum and Dad. We'll go through. This next one here is called Especially for You at Christmas. So Merry Christmas to a wonderful brother. Merry Christmas to my sister. Merry Christmas to a very special brother and sister with lots of love. With love at Christmas to a dear brother. And as you can see, lots of different fonts, lots of different kind of decoration on the stamps too. This is really cute. So this one's called At Christmas Time. So Christmas wishes to the best grandma. So it's grandma, it's grandparents, it's grandpa, to a special grandpa and grandma. Merry Christmas, Grandpa. Let's keep going through and have a look at a few more of these. This one's tabbed off saying with love at Christmas. So you've got Merry Christmas with lots of love to a special couple. Sending you lots of love at Christmas. Warmest wishes for a very special person this Christmas. Can you see, like, we're covering off so many different family members and friends. Christmas wishes for a very special daughter. Happy Christmas to my lovely daughter with lots of love to our daughter. You've also got grandson in here. Again, loads of different verses, loads of different sentiments. There's tons and tons of these on each and every page. This next one is to my husband with love at Christmas. Again, lots of different size stamps for all sorts of different projects. And then you've also got kind of like generic sentiments in here. So happy Thanksgiving is included. Wishing you a peaceful Thanksgiving. You have got when I count my blessings, I count you twice. Give thanks with a grateful heart. and wishing you the gift of faith and the blessing of hope with this Thanksgiving Day. And then on the back here, happy holidays. You've got Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad. You've got Joyeux Noël. You've also got Hello Winter. You've got Happy Hanukkah. I mean, just literally everything is covered off in this set. All the stamps you're going to get the binder, of course, as well. But that is not all, friends, because you get the box. Now, I've just unravelled this to make it easier to show you, but you get the beautiful presentation box, and it contains so much within it. You've got the ribbon which ties up, and when you open it up, you've got all of your consumables in here. So not only the stationery binder, not only 105 of your stamps in here, but you're also going to receive within this set envelope seals. I mean, you'll get the full whack in here, but how nice to be able to decorate up your envelope with all of those beautiful seals in here. There's 3 pages of those, in fact, and then all of your inserts you're going to get card blanks in here. Basically, 32 envelope seals. You've got 16 vellum inserts, 105 clear stamps, which I've shown you. You're getting paper inserts, you're getting card blanks, you're getting the envelopes in here too. I mean, it is just absolutely loads, all in these beautiful Christmassy colours. And not only that, different size card blanks and envelopes as you're seeing just here, but also, if I fish into the bottom, you're going to get a beautiful crystal pen included as well. So it's everything that you need and more within this set. I mean, Debbie, what a great price on this tonight, but also kind of, again, a bit of a craft room essential, isn't it? Because if you're stuck for words, this is the way to do it.
I love it. It's just a beautiful box. I mean, you know how our boxes are. They're beautifully presented. But actually, to have that amount of sentiments is incredible. I think that is an incredible price for this box.
The box and the folder and the stamps, it is the ultimate Christmas First Compendium, called that for a reason, because it really is everything that you need as far as your Christmas cards are concerned. Massive saving tonight. You're saving £145, almost $180. That is £83.99 or $103.60. Right, let's get back to another demo on the bows, because these have proved really, really popular. What you're going to make next / say next.
You're loving them, and I'm not surprised. And remember, bows, they're an accessory, so you put them on so many different things, so you're going to absolutely love them. Now, this one I'm going to use is the only one that you need your A5 cutting machine for, because you use it twice, and it was our way of cutting down the cost of it, and then you just use it to flip over. So I'm cutting out the tails here and the die, so I'm just making sure that I've got enough for the die to go on the opposite side of my card as well, and then we're going to run those through. And then I'm using some blue Centura Pearl just to cut out our other additional pieces, because I quite like the results that you get when you layer up some of the individual dies. So let's cut those ones out. That gives us our towels there. And then we're going to take this one off. Now this will only cut in to one side. So all we're going to do, I'm going to just make sure, let's give that a tap to get all our pieces out.
Oh, the First Compendium sold out.
No.
After all that, yes, Susie's just messaged me. I've just seen it on the website.
Oh dear.
Brilliant. Sorry about that,
Apologies,
everybody.
Apologies.
Sorry.
I'm not surprised though, it is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can see here, the actual die cut where it stops is right on the edge, and all you're going to do is where your line is here, have it in line with that top piece, and then you just slide that up into place, just like so. And let's take that one down. And then we're just going to, in fact, I'm just going to take that into 2 places so the die doesn't slip. So just making sure on each side that's where it should be, and then run that back through again. So just like so, and then we've got our other piece. I love this one. It's like candy canes. If I put that onto the blue cardstock, you'll be able to see it. The tails on this one is just beautiful. Now, when we take this one out, I'm just going to replace it with this one here, so we can cut those out. But then we'll show you this one. As you take this one away, the whole thing will come out. Just take my tape away, like so. And then if we peel that away, you get that perfect design every single time. It's absolutely beautiful. I love making this one. I think it's just a really gorgeous design. And let's just cut these ones out. So send those ones through. Just like so. And then all we're going to do with this one is using our pokey tool, we're going to just give this like some curving. So just use that to go round. All this is going to do is going to help with the sort of stretching the fibres of your cardstock.
USA have scored.
Sorry?
USA have scored.
Have they?
Yeah.
Equalised.
Sorry. Thank you, Cookie, for the update.
Oh, I bet it's a good game then. It's 2 goals in 35 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Penalty for England.
Oh!
Pat says 2-1 England.
2-1! Look at Tracy's running to the green room.
What a game. What a game.
Oh, it sounds like a really good game.
Yeah, Tracy's nodding. Yeah, 2-1.
2-1.
Game on.
Right, so again, let's put our glue on. So I'm going around the edges of this one, just to make sure that's all caught. And then just while we're giving that a little bit of time to evaporate, because that will make it even more tackier, I'm going to bring this one in. Now, I've mislaid, this is why I need to get myself a magnetic sheet, because I've mislaid the outside edge of this one. So although I've cut this out, I wanted you to see it, I actually cut my main one out of, let me just bring it in so you can see, we've got the 2. So you can either have the matten layer or you can have the one that's got that beautiful edge on it. So let's just, again, I'm going to do the same with this one. So we're just going to stretch those fibres and then I'm going to put the glue on here. So I'm doing this because it's allowing my tacky glue to evaporate a little bit and make it go more tackier.
Yeah.
So then I can switch to this one and then we can start turning these over. So all I want to do is just where they touch on that parting bit, we just want to hold that into place. And then we can bring in our other 2 just like so. So you could do one at a time or just do them all just for demo purposes, just want to hold them all sort of down so we get that sorted. And it really is, as long as you let your glue go a little bit tacky, they do stick quite quickly. So let's just pop them into place.
You do make it look very, very easy, and I think that's good. And hopefully everyone's seeing that how
and
how
they
simple
are
it is to
very
do.
easy, yeah, absolutely. So it is just a case of having a play with them, Ben.
Yeah.
So we're just going to pop that one over.
And the kind of thing that you can do in like batches, right? Just sit and make loads of bows one night.
Absolutely, yeah. I think I'm going to do that one night and just make loads of different sort of bows and different colours. I do have a box full of material bows, so ribbon bows.
Oh, okay.
And I just have them so I can sort of dip in and get colours. So I think having these bows will be really handy, especially for the Christmas makes, to just keep in a little box and then you can just add them to your makes at any time. I love making bows.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sort of a ribbon and flower girl. So having bows like this to be able to paper craft are amazing.
And it's nice for a lot of people who struggle with bows as well, a kit like this, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
You know, it makes it
and
so
a lot of
easy.
people struggle with tying bows.
Yes.
So I've made myself a little sort of banner card really. So I've created the card and I've actually made the top, and it's very simple to do. It's just finding that centre point, putting that straight line, coming down the side, and then all I've done is put a little hole punch in there just to use it. So it looks like a tag card.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to use this on here. I've already put my Christmas here. This is from Sarah's Frosty and Bright. So I've already stamped out the Merry. So we've got our Merry, we've got our Christmas. So I want to just decorate with the bow. So with this one, I want to make the bow the whole focal point of our card. So again, I'm just going to put some little dabs of glue down. Just give them a blow. And then we're going to, before I do that actually, I want to put our towels on.
2-2.
2-2, wow.
What a game.
Oh, but it's such a good game.
Thank you, Anne, for the update.
So we're just going to put our towels just like that. So I'm gonna do them. So pop them in so I know they all fit beautifully. And then we're going to use this one. So just making sure I've got enough room. I'm just going to stick our Merry there. So let's pop that one right in the centre. Hold that down. And then we're also going to use this bow to go on top of that as well. So that's why I'm just making sure that they all stick down really well. Because once you start putting ones then on top, they're going to sort of want to pop up. So make sure that they're all stuck down really well. And then we're going to put our little, so we can decide which ones we want to do. I'm going to use this one. So we're just going to pop our towels down there. And again, let's just glue that into place. So I'm going to pop the glue down and this one. And then stick those ones in. So let's pop that one into place there.
This is really pretty.
And then we can stick this one down into the middle. So while that's hovering there, all I'm going to do is stick this one coming off the edge. So let's pop a little bit of glue there. There we go. And then hold that one into place. So it's just hold that all into place. And then, there we go, I think that's all stuck really well. There we go, there's our tag card with our double layered bow.
Absolutely perfect. I think that's my favourite one yet.
Oh, okay. I love the wreath, that's my favourite so far.
Okay.
Although I love the box too.
Yeah.
And I love this one.
Love it all. And the candle earlier on.
Yeah, they're all lovely. It's just things that we can add bows to, which are amazing.
Yeah. There's going to be a big vote coming up in just a bit, actually, the demo of the show, because I've got, how many have I got from Natalie? 1, 2, 3, and you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Unless will we have time for another one? We might have time for one more.
At least
demo.
7 we'll be voting on anyway. Thank you for all the comments coming through. Lots of love for the bows. Debbie loves making. Ow. Sorry, I didn't read this one. Debbie loves making them so much. She's now bow-legged, says Al. Creative Blessing says, I love a decorative bow like that. And Creative Blessing is also saying, that is beautiful, Debbie. Right, let's have a look at the paper pads that we've got on the show, the Winter's Tale and the Winter Solstice. I think a lot of people had their fill of paper pads last weekend, but if you missed out on the deals, then we've got the Winter's Tale for you. Proved really popular. We launched these two around about the same time at the back end of the Christmas event that we had in July, and it's proved really, really popular. Again, if you're looking for some nice Christmas papers to go with your bows, maybe you need to stock up on your Winter's Tale, you can do £11.99 or $15.96. You'll get a whole one, not one that's cut into, but it just goes to show that there is plenty of snippability within these pads. A real kind of, I don't know, like a warm sort of vintage sort of Christmassy feel about this, but you've got beautiful designs front and back, all matching and matting up and layering for you really, really beautifully. And you're going to get all of those 36 sheets within that pad for $11.99 or $15.96. And then you've also got the Winter Solstice as well. This one I think is my favourite of the two because I like the designs on this. You've got plenty of snippability, like here, you know, you've got tons of like strips or borders, if you like, to be able to use. Lots of snippability in the other papers. And then the reverse of these I like because not only will they work, of course, with the front of each of the designs in the pad, but you've got designs here which don't necessarily scream Christmas. So, you know, this here, for example, you could use, you know, year round. You've also got beautiful greens and blues, purples in here. Again, really lovely sort of Scandi art scene that you've got there. But then the reverse, you know, you can use that with other pads and through other seasons, not just at Christmas time. Really, really lovely pad though, once again, with some beautiful designs in it. And it is, again, 36 double-sided sheets at £11.99 or $15.96. Right. We're going to get the vote going on the demo of the show. Let me start my side then, because let's get Natalie's up and running first. So from Memoir, number 1 in the show is that with that gorgeous stamp, the Lunar Owl? Stellar Owl, I think it was, stamped onto the acetate with some beautiful adhesive gems on there. So that is 1. A few gilding flakes on there too. Number 2 is from the Fairy Petals collection. That's 2. And then number 3 is with the beautiful butterflies. So 1, 2, 3 my side, and then Debbie's got 4.
Number 4 was our candle, so our decorative candle bow. Then we've got our box, number 5. Then number 6 was our beautiful wreath. And then number 7 was our tag card. So 4, 5, 6 and 7.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen 7 in a vote for a demo of the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. Right. Back to the launch then. We're going to do one final demo with the Festive Builder bows. This will be the last on these, so I know lots of you have enjoyed seeing the demos. Roseanne C says, really nice demos from Debbie, so pretty. Lovely card, Debbie, says Miriam, and Carletta saying, that is lovely. We're going to see the demo on this, and then if we get a result in during this demo, we will get the demo of the day going as well. It's going to be such a mix of different items when you consider we have got Sydney the Spider, who is going to be coming into that vote a little bit later on for you. Sydney the Spider.
Sydney the Spider?
Yeah, he was the demo of the show winner earlier on Softer Side. You not met Sydney yet?
Oh, I didn't even see it. And Becky said she was going to do something different with it as well.
Yeah, no, you will see him very shortly. The biggest spider you've ever seen, even bigger than Jimmy, that used to live in the house, who sadly
Oh, poor Jimmy.
I exterminated with my shoe.
Yeah, she was very mean to Jimmy.
I was.
Very
Son
mean.
of Jimmy lives in the house now, though, I'm being told, because Becky saw a big spider in there the other day.
Oh, there's another one, is there?
Yeah, Johnny.
Well, I think that was Jimmy's, because Jimmy had a baby, didn't we? We see another one. and
Jimmy
then
had a
that
baby,
never
that's very clever of him.
That never Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Jimmy and his wife, who we didn't see. Right, anyway. back
I
to the
love
demo.
this one. This is a nice, simple bow. It has beautiful detail in it. It's got like a stitched edge. But actually, I love the fact that we can make it even prettier. So what we are going to do, let me grab this piece of card to, and in fact, I'm just going to use a little bit, and then we can use the rest. I'm going to leave that in because I want to use it as a stencil. So what I am going to do is grab I've got some bronze Armidas ink pad, and all I'm going to do is ink directly through there. So just push in the tip of our ink pads just through onto there, making sure that's all nicely on there. Now it's quite a wet ink, our Midas ink pads, but when you take that off, can you see we've got that beautiful effect on there? And then if we just pop that onto I'll clean that in a second. It won't affect your dies either, just give them a wash or a wipe and that will all come off. And then all I'm going to do is use some embossing powder. We're just going to go over the top of that one. There's a little gem in there. Not a little Jim.
Not a little Jim, little gem. Gilmore says, rest in squished pieces, Jimmy. The poor widowed Mrs. Jimmy and Jimmy Jr.
Well, you did really over-exaggerate, didn't you, how Jimmy was coming at you?
I know I didn't over-exaggerate. He was coming at me.
With all his teeth showing.
All his teeth showing and all his eyes going like that. And he was going like this. That sort of noise. And you could hear his feet like this. It's like he had tap dancing shoes on. I heard him coming before I saw him. That's how scary it was. Creative Blessing says, I don't like spiders. You'll like Sydney the Spider. We'll show you Sydney in just a few moments' time. By the way, just we can get the demo of the day going. I mean, I can't even remember, but the winner, before you carry on, 6.
4, 5, 6. Oh, that's the reef.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was my favourite. Thank you very much. Yes, I love that. Shall I bring it over?
Oh, thank you. So whilst you're bringing that over, let's get all of the votes up, ready for the demo of the day. Oh, so this is quite nice. So everyone's got one in now. So it is Natalie's card from this morning on Wake Up Call with the beautiful blooms collection. So that is 1, Natalie. Number 2. Ooh, hello.
Brilliant.
I'm Sydney the Spider. Yeah, look at me. I'm very scary. Sydney was actually made from one of the bag dies earlier on. So Sydney's number 2. Or you could have, I mean, both beautiful hanging items, but so very different. That is brilliant. So 3, 2, or 1. Get voting. This is the most random vote we've ever done. Get voting for your favourite I want to win. So off you go. You got about 5 minutes.
Right, so all I've done is I've already got my card pre-stuck. If I turn that round, we've done that really nice and simple, but just put that bow on the bottom there, just hanging off. But it just really adds something different, elevates it to a whole new level, doesn't it?
How did Debbie make the big circle for the wreath, says Michelle?
The big circle for the... Oh, I just had some nesting dies.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I just cut 2 nesting dies out. I've got some larger nesting dies, put the one in the middle, and then create that circular part.
The bow is beautiful. I love that, says Dieta. Crafty Andy said, just got my order in from HSN. Guess what is in the box? Yes, the Build a Bow set. We'll find out the result on the demo of the show very, very shortly indeed. The Festive bows are proving really, really popular. The brand new launch, of course, today. I suppose officially launched only 2 hours, 50 minutes ago, but they have been on sale for most of the day today, and you guys have snapped these up like they are going out of style. £19.99 is your platinum price here, or $23.96. And just think of these again as a really versatile die set that you're going to be using this Christmas, next Christmas, and all the Christmases to come, because you know, bows will never go out of fashion. Bows are just going to look so great on all of your Christmas items. And again, you can really customize and craft your own Christmas this year, can't you? You can, you know, make them for boxes. You can make them for candles. You can make them for your cards as well. As we said, napkin holders, decorations, home decor pieces. Just so many things that you can use these bows for. $19.99, $23.96. We're going to have a quick look at the concept suite just to kind of finish up here, so you can see even more ways that you can use these, because the board just gives you a bit of an idea as to some of the different bows that you can make, but it's also nice, I think, to see them kind of in situ on the boxes. I think I'm lip reading over there. Our resident football correspondent is saying is that the USA goal was disallowed, so it's 2-1 England. 2-1 England. Woohoo! Bows.
Bowls, yes, absolutely. Not balls, bowls.
Sandy bows or sandy?
Being able to be really creative with these. So both the same ones here. This one here is using the bottom layer. This one here is using the bottom layer to put white underneath, and then the top sort of intricate detailed one with a snowflake. And then this one's doubled up. So the dimension you get on these is absolutely incredible. But if you want to add more than one, you can put 2 together and create a really unusual bow. I love the little these ones, the stripy ones. They look like little candy canes, but look at that, done in 2. It's exactly the same bow, but done in 2 different ways with those towels. Just looks really incredible.
Yeah. That
one we just done, just making it a really simple box. I think that is so elegant and so beautiful. Really lovely die. There's lots of different sort of creator card pieces that you can put on them. This one is the little holly leaves. You've then got that big bow, which just creates the most beautiful decorative bow. This one is going to be so nice on all your Christmas presents, your Christmas tags, your boxes, any of your construction. And literally, I mean, look, we can go from one diddy little size to one really big size. So many different options that you can do. I love this one as well. So this one, actually, we haven't demoed this one, is the same design as this one, apart from it's in a full bow. So where you use the die to cut twice, this bow just cuts once, and it creates that whole bow front, which is really beautiful. And then using your towels each side, just make it look really different. Creating almost like a little rosette on the bow there, and then creating the same one but in a different way. So just so many different ways, Ben. I absolutely love these. You'll enjoy making these just time and time again, because there's so many versatile different ways that you can use them for. And let's face it, we all need accessories, don't we, on everything that we make in crafts.
Absolutely. We have a result.
Oh, yeah, I think Jimmy.
Sydney.
Oh, Sydney. He's called
Yeah.
Sydney.
Sydney.
He looks like a ghost spider with those legs, doesn't he?
Woo! The winner is... Oh, Sydney. I'll have to take you home.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm really shocked at that.
Congratulations.
But thank you so much because I loved that. It is a really beautiful wreath.
It is very pretty. So congratulations. We'll pop that
Sydney
up.
could just stay in the studio.
I mean, I'm kind of thinking that maybe, I half want to take him home actually, but why don't we keep him in the studio? Because we've got a resident spider at the house, haven't we?
Yes, absolutely.
So-
I think we can hang him up from the rafters somewhere.
I tell you what, for a bit of a laugh.
You could hang him on the door handle.
Should we hang him up and he's not going to stay there long though, is he? If I put him there, how long
Oh,
do you reckon
look, he looks brilliant there. Love him.
The first of hopefully many Halloween decorations. No expense spared here at Crafters TV.
You might have to put him on the other one because then he can be seen in shot when you're there. Oh, look at him. He's so lovely.
Hello. So we're going to move him over here?
Yeah, then that way when you're in shots, he's still in the background. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Turn around, Sydney. It's showbiz. Yeah, I like that. Oh, yes. Yes. Halloween is coming. Halloween is coming. Witches, cats, and big black bats and spiders. Well, that's amazing. I'm pleased. He probably will. The bosses are going to move him, but he can stay there for the weekend.
Yeah, they're not in for the weekend.
But we're back tomorrow. We've got a masterclass on embossing folders, haven't we?
We have. I can't wait. I'm really excited about it. I've got some new things to show you, so I'm really excited about it.
Animal antics in the craft house.
I know. Yeah, it's all animals, which is very fun. I'm dreading the morning show though, Ben.
Why?
Well, I'm just hoping. I've got fingers crossed. It's not a memory game.
Are we allowed to know what it is or not? Oh, we're not quite sure what it is. I will just tell you though, you got up against the reigning champion of the world because I won last week.
Oh.
I beat Corin on it was a guess the Sarah signature collection.
Oh.
I was more surprised
well
than anyone
done.
that I won that. But you know, just goes to show.
So did you have to guess what the range it was from?
Yeah, you saw like a die or like a paper or a stamp or whatever, and you had to guess which Sarah signature range it was from. Yeah.
Well done.
It does stay in there, unbelievably. Massive thank you, Debbie. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yes, definitely.
Get home, watch the footy. Thank you to Tracy. Thank you to Superstar Susie. Thank you to George and also to Jamie. Who else did we see on the socials today? So many of you. Taylor was on earlier. It feels like yesterday. I think even Chloe might have jumped in, but whatever. Thank you to everybody who has helped out with the shows today. Thank you to you for watching as well. If you've got items in your basket, make sure you get them checked out. Definitely the Hunkydory goodies which are left. And we'll see you back here for Wake Up Call bright and early tomorrow morning from 11. If you're watching the ladies football, enjoy that as well. Come on, England. See you tomorrow.